Hello and welcome to build up to a good game as Manchester City against West Ham United kick off just over 1 hour away. Gonzo, how are you feeling? You feeling good? Feeling happy? Excited?
Yeah, both. All three, in fact, Gio. But not confident. You didn't ask confident. But I am happy, excited, and whatever the other one was, but not confident. Yeah, how about yourself?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, actually. I'm not too bad. I'm getting a little bit of this false sense of optimism I always get before every game. Even though you know you're not going to win, even though you fully expect a defeat, that sort of, you get that optimistic West Ham fan in you that makes you think, we might get something from today. And I have absolutely nothing to go on logistically. I've got no process to my thought, no evidence, nothing, just hope. But I think that's something.
And the fact that Pep Guardiola said, "Come on, you irons." We can read a lot. We can read a lot into that, I feel.
Yeah, maybe that. I'll go along with that as well. But that's something I do have today. It's just a smithereen, but of hope. Normally we play Man City and you just dismiss it. We move along to who we got next week, kind of thing. But actually this one, I think there's a small chance of us just doing something. Just something. It might be a point. That point would be massive today. And, we've got nothing to lose. The pressure's all on Man City. I think this is perfect for the way that we have been playing, actually. This feels like Leicester away. At the start of the season, we went there, and I'm not saying we will do that, but all the pressure was on Leicester. Everyone expected Leicester to win, and actually we turned up in the way the game went, just suited us. And I think, actually, it'll suit us fine. The difference between this game and other games with this sort of setup that we may see today, that Lingard will be close to Michail Antonio. Lingard will be up the other. Normally, we have a striker isolated and we bump the ball up and we say, good luck, and nothing ever happens. But actually today, I don't think Lingard will allow that. Lingard will say, no, I'm getting up next to Antonio. We're going to try and do something. You got any optimism in you or just no?
Well, I'm optimistic about lots of things, but not today's match particularly. But look, it's... Actually, did you feel, was it just me? When Pep Guardiola said, come on, you irons, was it just me that thought maybe one day he'll be our manager? Was that just me?
It was just you.
Okay, fair enough.
I think he was doing like a bird. They do like mating calls.
They fluff their plumage up. Don't do that. It gets me aroused. That was an excellent mating call, Gio.
He might. I think that's what Pep was doing to Declan Rice. He was going,
he said it. Oh, bluff.
I think you're trying to get Declan Rice aroused.
I get everybody's roused. Maybe the whole team can. Or whatever it is. Sorry, there's a load of pigeons just landed on the shed.
You are a professional.
Oh, I am a professional
bird
mater.
You definitely mate all the birds.
Did you see that Jackmate video with a geezer shagging the fish?
Yeah.
Bit like that. Oh, no. There you go. That's basically birds poo everywhere now.
Yeah.
They can't contain themselves. Anyway, go on. Yeah, sorry. Man City.
If you're new to the channel, I would like to say it's not always like this, but actually it is always like this. This is what you're going to get. But if you're new, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video and all that good stuff. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, come on over to YouTube and find us on there as well. Live chat, we'll be getting involved with you. We won the bet last week, so we'll be doing a bet during this one as well, put together a little fiver. I'll tell you what's good, though. I'm looking forward to this Man City lineup in some extent, because Pep's got a few things to think about. He's got to make sure this is right. He's got, if De Bruyne starts, he's going to want to get De Bruyne off the pitch early. We saw it last week against Arsenal. They were only 1-0 up, and the game was in the balance. Arsenal were the team on top, and he took off Kevin De Bruyne.
He will want to bring off Kevin De Bruyne. That is true. I think so. Anyway, the lineups are 30 seconds away. We'll get that read out. We'll look at the Man City team. Then we'll get very interactive with the live chat. So, are you ready for the West Ham team, Gonzo? I am ready.
Darren Randolph in goal.
Well, that's a surprise.
Well,
that's ruined that day. Was that optimism, that stuff you were feeling?
Anyway, it's not the only change. A back three of Diop, Dawson and Creswell with Soufal and Johnson as the wing backs. Rice and Souček in midfield with Pablo Fornals, with Jesse Lingard, Mikel Antonio up top. I think David Moyes has been watching the preview.
He certainly has. He maybe skipped the goalkeeper bit. Maybe he did. I don't know if we mentioned the goalkeeper. Perhaps that's why he watched it. We normally forget the goalkeeper. We just go straight to the back line. Maybe he's watched it and he thought, okay, how much I've got it. They've not mentioned the keeper. Maybe they mean Randolph. Yeah.
Anyway, a bit of a blow though. No Fabianski, big blow, because while Randall's a capable second choice, capable, I think that's all he is. If there's any game you want a top penalty goalkeeper, it's at the Etihad.
This is true. This is true.
It gives me a little concern. Also, how fit is Randolph? He's been injured for the last month or something. He's only just back.
It doesn't matter. We got 4 keepers on the bench probably.
But yeah, no, honestly, look, I promise you, Nick, Randolph is in goal. I'm not kidding you. This is not a joke. I know we like a joke, but we've never ever joked about the starting 11. No. Randolph is in goal with the back 5, and it looks like a 3-5-2 to me.
It does look like that to me. It's a shame for Nick that we are taken not so seriously that we would joke about such a serious subject. No, I listen. I've not got the team in front of me, but I totally believe Gio. No, we wouldn't joke about that. Look, it's bad news. And Fabianski's been in good form, Gio. Particularly his shot stopping's been particularly good. So we will miss him today. They're going to obviously have a shot or two, Manchester City. So you never know, mate. He could be the hero of the day. But also, I don't feel it's great for the cohesion of the defence. Anyone coming out of a defence, particularly when we're sort of swapping formations at the moment, whilst we look decent enough at the back, it's not particularly good in terms of communication. I don't know. That being said, Gio, his distribution is a little bit better, so maybe it is. We're not going to have tons of possession. If we do score, either from a set piece or a counter attack, so maybe actually having him in there, he'll be able to distribute the ball quickly, and we'll get up the pitch a bit quicker.
My only slight worry is that when when we did the preview, I said, you look at Tottenham restricted them to long range efforts, and that's okay with me. I don't mind that because Fabianski can go. Actually, I'd be a bit more nervous with De Bruyne or whoever else in the City team firing 30-yarders in against Dan Randolph. I much prefer to see Fabianski in there. He's a decent enough keeper. Anyway, West Ham bench is Trott and Martin, so Randolph ain't doing good. Moyes has got 2 goals to pick from. Balbuena, the only defender on the bench, actually. Mark Noble, Manuel Lanzini, Said Benrahma, Jared Bowen, and Mipo Odebeko. 1 defender on the bench. Ryan Fredericks is obviously out as well.
It's just what happens, mate. I just think it's our squad. Sometimes we haven't got many attackers on the bench. It's just we got a small squad, really, haven't we? Pleased for Ben Johnson, I've got to say. Again, this is great. This will be his 3rd game against Manchester City, actually. I believe so. All on the left as well. Look, it's going to be interesting. He's going to have his work cut out. They're all going to have their work cut out, really. The bench, it's actually quite nice that we have some attacking options off the bench, actually, that we can bring on Lanzini or Benrahma or Bowen, to bring the game back if we're down.
Anyway, the Man City team is Ederson in goal with a back 4 of Walker, Stones, Diaz and Zinchenko. A midfield 3 of Gundogan, Fernandinho and Kevin De Bruyne with a front 3 of Torres, Aguero and Mahrez.
Rubbish.
On the bench, I mean, their bench isn't too shabby. You just run through their bench. They've got Stefan, Mendy, Jesus, Sterling, Foden, Laporte, Cancelo, Rodri, Bernardo Silva. I think their bench is better.
But just the 1 goalkeeper, Gio. They're missing a trick here. I don't know what he's doing, the fella.
Do you know something? I'm going to regret saying this. I'm quite happy with that starting 11 from City. It's a lot weaker than I thought it would be.
But they've got Aguero in there, which is...
Yeah, but how fit is he?
About as fit as Randolph.
I'm not... Listen, this might backfire. This season, Aguero is not as good as the prime Aguero. Aguero played against us in the first game, got hooked at half-time because he was awful.
So you think he'll be pulling off Aguero and De Bruyne?
I think he'll be wanting to pull off De Bruyne, but he's going to have to pull off Aguero.
He's going to be a busy day.
He needs to improve.
Come on, your irons.
He needs to improve his
mating call. He needs to be two-handed, really.
He needs to improve his mating call. Clearly, his mating call is not good enough if he's got to pull off. Pull off.
Maybe that's just what he does at half-time, They don't hear the referee's whistle. Do your one.
Do
your one, your mating call. Chip, 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 chip. Oh, that's a good one.
Charlie's just come into the back. Charlie's just come into the green room in the background to do all this graphics for you. He's probably wondering what on earth is going on here. Why are they cheaping at each other? I'm just talking about David Sullivan's transfer budget. Cheap, 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 cheap.
You are. Yeah.
Anyway, listen, we're seeing the 11s. What are you feeling?
I'm feeling the same as I did before. I don't think there's. I thought. Well, clearly we thought this was the sort of team that we'd play because it's pretty much what we selected in our preview. The Man City one, I almost don't think it matters. They got such a compendium of quality players in there, mate. It doesn't matter which one they pluck out. There's no. This is not like the. It's not the Fox's biscuit tin at Christmas time where you're leaving the coffee one and the dark chocolate in there. Let's be perfectly fair. Every one of them is a scrumptious prey line, quite frankly. So I don't think it matters which one he selects.
Yeah, I think. Listen, my optimism's gone up a smidgen after seeing that City team. I think. Fernandinho, it's a bit frustrating. We've not got someone a bit faster in the team, but he will get caught against Lingard and Antonio because we will sit that deep that we will actually be up against Fernandinho at times, and they'll beat him for pace in there. The City will pass us to death. We know that. But as long as we sit in and we stay organised and don't give them space, we know Mahrez is going to be wanting to cut in from that side. So Ben Johnson and Creswell need to have a game plan immediately because what done us against Liverpool playing this formation was Salah cutting in on his left foot. We can't let Mahrez do that. We all know that's what Riyad Mahrez likes to do. Torres will probably start over on the left, which is the wrong side for him. He wants to be on where Mahrez is. And they've got world-class players in that team. That starting 11, they've got world-class players. But I don't know. I think we've got the defensive discipline to frustrate them. And I think we've got one or two dangers in that team going forward. And I say one or two, I mean literally one or two, that actually we can cause them a little bit of trouble. Soufal's crossing has improved every month. If you go back to August and compare, or September and compare it to now, his crossing is 10 times better than it is. Ben Johnson's been getting forward well. Unfortunately, he's up against Kyle Walker, who's, while Cancelo's a better footballer, Kyle Walker's, it's ridiculously fast. There's no getting, you get past him, he's going to catch you back up kind of thing. I don't know. I just feel meh. I think it's because I'm not expecting anything.
Was that a sheep? Was that a sheep? Because you've done the bird call. Meh.
Yeah, it's because I'm from Aberdeen. It's like an automatic mating response.
Okay, yeah. But what? Did a sheep mate with the birds very much in Aberdeen? That's a weird animal, weird hybrid of animal you're getting there.
It is, man. Right, live chat. We're going to put a little bet on now, and then we're going to turn to the live chat. So if you've got any comments about the starting 11, score predictions, get it in the live chat. We'll have a little read and get them on the screen. Gonzo, what are you feeling for the match?
What about Craig Dawson goal? That's got to be juicy money.
You want a Craig Dawson goal?
Well, we all want a Craig Dawson goal. It's whether we want to put it in a bet.
Have you just given up trying to win money for the live chat, have you?
No, I'm trying to win lots of money. I'm feeling confident about the winning of the money. Look, let's be fair. If we want to win money for the live chat, we just bet on Man City to win. It's not what it's about. It's about getting a decent amount of money.
Right, okay, right. We will do two bets. Travis, when I messaged Travis, who won the £170, he said, give me 150, keep 20 for further bets, basically fund the future bets. So we'll do two bets. We'll do two bets today. We'll do one bet, which is Craig Dawson to score a goal. That will win £100, okay? If Craig Dawson scores, someone gets £100.
There you go.
And we will do a second bet, which will not include Craig Dawson.
So you weren't confident with my prediction?
No, I'm not confident in your prediction.
No.
Let me have a little look. See, the thing is, I think we will keep... The problem with the goal scorers for today is I think we will keep City out for a decent period of time. I actually wouldn't be surprised if City's goal comes from someone on the bench, whether it's Sterling or Foden. I would not be surprised one of them, actually, to get the goal for Man City today. Do you think we'll score?
Yes.
Do you know something? I'm going to do this. I'm putting Jesse Lingard in to score.
So you take your prediction to score. That goes in the official bet, and my punt goes in like a separate.
Yeah. But wait,
conference.
Jesse, this is important. Jesse Lingard's a Man United fan. This to him is a derby. This is a derby to him. If there's a game I expect to see Jesse Lingard up for, it's this one. Because he will still have aspiration of playing for Man United again. He will still hope that he can actually force his way back into that Man United squad next season. To do that, you're going to have to turn up against the Sky Sports top 6. He turned up against Tottenham. He's got to turn up again today against Manchester City. He does that, and Man U fans will be thinking, hang on, there's a player in here. So I'm going to be putting in Jesse Lingard to score a goal today. Is that all right?
Okay, do what you want.
Do you fancy anyone to get booked?
Yeah, I do actually. Did you? Oh no, Rodri's not playing, is he? I always fancy him.
No, but Fernandinho is.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll be buzzing around him.
He's in defensive midfield. He'd be right in the middle of the pitch.
No, I reckon one of ours is more likely to get booked, to be fair. Maybe Ben Johnson might get booked. Or Soufal. He's a bit crazy, isn't he?
All right, we'll put Ben Johnson in. That'll do. 32-1. That'll do.
Right.
Oh, the odds have changed to 28-1. Someone's been watching this and decided to steal our bet, and the odds have gone down. This is ridiculous. Anyway, Jesse Lingard score a goal. Ben Johnson be booked, 140 quid, or Craig Dawson score 100 quid. To enter both in one move, all you have to do is put a phrase into the live chat, and Gonzo, that phrase is
Pep's pulling off De Bruyne.
Pep pulling off De Bruyne. Get into the live chat and you're entered. If either of those bets win, we will give the money away to someone in the live chat. Now, get your thoughts in. Get your thoughts on the game into the live chat as well. Right. Final thoughts before we turn to live chat and let them give their opinions.
Gio, it's a game that's going to be tough. This is the best team in the league this season. They are... I can only really go on the hope that our defensive solidity is at its best. I think if we play at our best today, the best West Ham version, the best David Moyes West Ham version this season, I think we could frustrate them. I really do. We've got to be at our best. I hope that because of they've got so many commitments, they're in every competition. I hope maybe they might take their eye off the ball slightly because this is the one they're most comfortable in as much as they will. I don't think it overly affects their style of play. I do feel, though, that I will be... If we could score early in this game, I think it'd get very, very exciting indeed. But also, by the same token, if we could get to 65 minutes and they still haven't scored, again, it's going to be a very different excitement, actually. The nails will be bitten once again. Tough game, Gio. Tough game. Tough afternoon, but we just have to see what happens. Hard to be confident about this one.
Yeah, of course it's hard to be confident, but I'm still expecting something from set pieces today. They're going to be pivotal. We need to win free kicks in and around, even just anywhere in the City half. I want to see us. We win a free kick just inside City's half. I want to see Dawson and Diop going up for it. I want to see us launching the ball in the box and trying to win a 50-50 battle in the air. I would fancy us to do it. Look at our attacking threat in the air with Dawson, Diop, Souček, Antonio. Even Ben Johnson's not the smallest lad. Declan Rice. We've got 5 players in there that are not only big, but they're also good in the air as well. I expect to see 1 or 2 new set-piece routines today. I'd expect us to be working on that in the training ground. I think realistically, we've got to be looking at it and thinking we're really going to struggle scoring open play, which is understandable. This team, this Man City team got beat by Spurs in November, and they've won every game since. And in the Premier League, they've not even been losing for a minute since November. They've not even gone a goal down. They've just been winning. This trio of Stones, Diaz and Ederson have not conceded a goal from open play all season. It's just ridiculous. So statistically, the most likely way of scoring is through a set-piece routine. I want to see adventure. I want to see a plan. I don't want to see anything going short or anything like that. I want to see Creswell on all the free kicks. I want to see something happening in the box, movement, someone blocking someone, something that suggests that we've got a bit of a master plan up receive. And I do think that's where we can hit him, and we can hit him hard. But my worry is, while I do think that City 11's slightly weaker than I expected it to be. I mean, I say weaker. I mean, they've traded a world-class player for a world-class player. But that bench is just ridiculous. The fact is, at halftime, it's not working. He's going to bring on Sterling, Foden, Bernardo Silva. If they are 2-0 up, he can bring on Rodri and stuff, and Cancelo. It's just unbelievable what he's got at his disposal as well. Anyway, right, we're going to have a little look at the live chat. Richie says that Fabianski has an elbow injury, and that's why he's not playing today. And James Gunn says, remember Randall's kicking last time? He couldn't clear the halfway line.
Well, I meant throw-in distribution, James. You don't want him to kick him.
He does have a big throw, to be fair, Randall.
He does.
John says it'd be nice to get in their box. Scott says
no dirty talk on this video. Thank you very much.
Scott says if we're 2-0 down, would Moyes settle for that, or would he make attacking changes? I think he would just give it up. Do you know something? I wouldn't blame him. Do you know if we were 2-0 down? I wouldn't blame him if he took off Antonio and put Odebeco on.
Yeah. Look, he's got a lot of credit in the bank, hasn't he? Really, let's be fair. He doesn't want to decimate the goal difference hugely, maybe. But and that, to be fair, someone asked score prediction. I mean, that would still be mine. That's still what I think is going to happen. The 2-0, which I do. It's not a good result, but it's not the worst scoreline because I'm sure between now and the end of the season, City are going to put 5 or 6 past someone else.
Joshua says he might shoot himself in the foot, but Aguero is not the same player. He hasn't played. I completely agree. I already shot myself in the foot earlier by saying I don't think he is the same player. You know, he started against us earlier in the season and got taken off at half time. He was world class. I don't know if he still is world class. If I asked you to pick the 5 best Premier League strikers in the Premier League today, you wouldn't pick Aguero. You wouldn't. You'd pick Vardy. You'd pick Kane. You'd probably Calvert-Lewin. Possibly Danny Ings, but I don't think you'd pick Aguero anymore. One of the best strikers the Premier League's ever seen, but he's just not this same player as he once was. Dave Goodyear says that David Moyes should hopefully have no issues with having a bit of a go today, but as you say, take off some players who are getting beat by more than 3 goals.
I wouldn't be surprised. Look, everybody expects us to sit back, I think, and rightly so. But I like Dave says, I wouldn't be surprised though if we did actually have a go and we found ourselves we have had an attack. It's easy to think actually we won't have any shots in this game. He may well do something. He's going to know that basically he's going to want to get corners. Well, to get corners, you've got to have an attack, really, haven't you? So be interested to see. It's going to be an interesting game.
Josh says potato salad to get the winner on his birthday. Come on, you Irons. Hammer Down Under says that's Aguero scoring a hat-trick. Oh, probably. Things have happened.
The trouble is, otherwise you don't end up saying anything. I got stung before the Crystal Palace game. I said, what's his name? Ward's not the type of player to run down the right and then put a crossover and get an assist. He did exactly that. And then Teke, but you can't. Otherwise you don't say anything. So if that's what you think about Aguero, fine.
I called Harrison Mead a championship player. He was man of the match. Game against us.
And I'm looking forward to the Danny Ings is better than Aguero video, Gio. I'm looking forward to that one.
TGM says that a lot of changes for City. Aguero coming back in. Do we think that's good or bad for us? He's expecting a big performance from Ben Johnson. West Ham Online says that their team isn't as good as usual. They're not starting certain players who are functional to their shape. I do think that's a good point. I do think Torres on the left wings. To be fair, that's the only player I would suggest is that they're sort of out of position, so to speak. The rest of it's as you were, really. The one thing is with Aguero is it stops Gundogan coming up into the box as much because he was sort of playing the false 9 role, if you like. Well, he can't do that now. Aguero's in your space. So what he's doing is obstructing his... Is he the top goal scorer for City this season?
Who?
Gundogan.
I don't know.
I think he is.
Scored a lot.
He is. Charles giving me the thumbs up. He is top goal scorer. So basically, Pep's just stopped his top goal scorer getting into the box as much. He will still run in there, but something to do at your peril because you've also got Kevin De Bruyne trying to get into the box. That leaves Fernandinho outside it, which will give us space to counter-attack into with our one fast player. George says that he's happy for us going 5 at the back. At least us be more attacking, but looking at the lineup, it seems as if we're going to sit back.
Well, I think Fornells is the extra body in there, isn't he? Which is sort of right and is sensible, really. And that's going to be an interesting battle if Fornells isn't there, central a lot as we suspect he might be. Then actually, De Bruyne, Gundogan, and Fernandinho against Rice, Souček, and the Fornicator. That's interesting.
Forrest from Irish says, all the pressure's on City. We have nothing to lose. Let's see what happens. A lot of their attacks on Thursday came down their left. May put Fredericks at right midfield for extra cover. I think he's saying if Fredericks was fit, that's what we'd have done. BS says that Aguero, me legs have gone. I'm a City fan. I love him. He's one of my favourite players to play in the Prem, but his legs have gone. Doesn't expect him to do much. It's a shame. Well, if Aguero does well, I'm going to blame this man City fan. I say, well, even the City fan didn't think he was going to do anything.
Well, if Aguero's been shot in the foot, anyone's legs would be gone.
Performer says that he'd rather play against Jesus than Aguero. This person says, don't patronise or underestimate Man City and Aguero. I mean,
don't patronise Manchester. Yeah, we've been horrible, haven't we? I can't believe all the nasty.
You've only
things
got
we've said.
6 world-class players.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, absolutely.
Pathetic.
Oh, we slaughtered them. Well, what we said about their bench, Gio, about their bench being amateurish and part-time level. Oh, it's how we said De Bruyne couldn't kick a ball. We have patronised them. We definitely have. We just patronised you, by the way, not Man City.
Adam says that Man City will win 3-0 and he wishes to see Aguero. I expect he's not West Ham.
He wishes to see Aguero. That's a
patronising Aguero.
Imagine getting a genie and rubbing it through. You have 3 wishes. What's your first wish? I wish to see Aguero.
I think Aaron sat at home with his Panini sticker book on Aguero going. Chip, 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 chip.
I reckon I'm doing something else when he sees Aguero coming on.
ML says playing De Bruyne and Aguero will give us a big advantage as they're both only 50% fit. I think that's an extremely fair point. I do think that is a very fair point. Kerry Akol says, am I mental in thinking we have a chance because of 5 at the back? It was really effective for us at the start of the season. Hammer Down Under says, with 5 at the back, we have plenty of people to pull the ball out of the back.
We've got plenty of goalkeepers. It might not happen.
Woody Allen, he says, if, and it's a big if, we can get a win today, would Gonzo's dad start believing we can win the league?
We'll ask him. We'll ask him afterwards, Alan.
Jake says that he does not want to see the same mentality we had against Liverpool. Hopefully they don't play diamond like Liverpool did. See, I do think that there's a massive difference between this Liverpool we played a couple of weeks ago, in this Man City. I do think there's a huge, huge difference. When we played that Liverpool, they didn't score a goal in this calendar year in the Premier League. This Man City team have won 18 or 19 games on the bounce. We sit here saying play the team, not the badge. Well, actually, it's not really applicable to this game because not much you can do.
Not much you can do. No, I don't know. It's all supposition and guesswork, mate. Let's be fair.
Gus says that Fornals is improving, but surely Ben Rama is more of a threat. Gabe says he's happy Cancelo isn't playing because he's been their player this season and just in size well.
Yeah. Very good.
Gabriel says that he'd love to do what Spurs did to them, score from 2 shots and defend for the rest of the game.
That would be good. Listen, I've got a bit of love for Pep at the moment because the old come on you irons. He's very respectful about West Ham. So that being said, there's a part of me that would like to see him going a little bit mad afterwards because we'd won and we hadn't really attacked and we'd parked the bus. That would be a good thing to see.
Mark Weir says lots of City fans on the chat today. They're more than welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mitchell says this City's team is head and shoulders above Liverpool. Oh wait, Joe Hart hasn't left, has he? I see what you've done there. I see what you've done there.
Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders.
P. Gad says that Souček and Vice will turn that diamond into a lump of coal. I'm not sure about that. I don't think we're that good. And Vinakia says
it's a chemistry one, that one is.
Yeah, no Foden, no Cancelo, no Bernardo. We have to win. Rob says 3-1 City. Harry says City have not got a class fan channel like this. Oh, Harry's cheaping away at the old chat today, isn't he?
Oh, he's fluffing up his feather in the nest.
Crazy Cam says I'd love to see a 90th minute Craig Dawson header and he celebrates like Aguero did when he won City the title. Give us a Craig. Do you know like Aguero scored the goal? Do you know the famous commentary?
I know. Yeah, absolutely. Drink it up and all the rest. I can't remember what Aguero did though. I remember the move to score the goal.
He took his top off and whipped around his head and ran around.
I'm not taking my top off and whipping it around.
Yeah, but you want to see Craig Dawson do not you. But I'm talking about the Craig. I'm talking about the commentary. Remember when Aguero scored the goal? You got that famous commentary.
I can't remember it exactly. I would if I could remember. If someone tells you the words, I'll do it. But I can't remember.
No, just the Aguero word.
Aguero!
Yeah, but for Dawson.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry. I'm trying. Aguero just scored. Dawson! Drink it in. Oh, about Gary Neville there. Gary Neville does his noise. Oh! Of course, on BT. No, Gary Neville.
that's what Gary Neville does.
Maybe we get Steve McManaman squeaking instead.
Yeah, we're on BT. We don't have the Guy Neville ooh today. We don't have the Guy Neville ooh.
Andy McCoy's Amazon, isn't it? You could have done.
Yeah, we'll have Steve McManaman.
Yes.
That's depressing, isn't it?
Anyway. I don't mind him. He's all right.
What? Oh, no.
He's all right. It's Michael Owen that I can't stomach.
No, Steve McManaman's worst pundit there is. He's on every single flipping game as well. I remember, do you know how the Bundesliga was the first league back, right?
Yeah.
I remember watching that game, and it was Dortmund were playing someone. It was possibly Bayern Munich, actually. Was that the first game back? I don't know. But
I think Dortmund was it. I do remember, yeah.
Dortmund were playing Munich in the first game back, I think. And then it was 4 minutes in, and Steve McManaman was like, yeah, they look rusty. That's 4 minutes into the game.
And they've not played for 2 years.
Yeah. But Steve McManaman, I can't stand him. I really can't stand him. That's it. I swear you'll never see anything like this again. That was it.
Oh, he did say that. Please don't swear, though, please, Tom.
As I said, apparently Fabianski had his arm stepped on in training, which is... Who stepped on his arm?
That is the only question.
Rob,
the only question is... Imagine if it was Randolph that stepped on Fabianski's arm. What a conspiracy that would be. You're going to have to put me in there, Gaffer. You're going to put me...
Usually goalkeepers aren't involved in like the training, though. Keepers usually do their own training, and then when they do sort of set pieces and stuff, I guess from a defensive standpoint you would need him. But when you're doing attacking set pieces, you probably put Nathan Trott in goal. That's why teams like West Ham invest in players like David Martin. So on the training pitch, you actually have a senior experienced goalkeeper in goal for the set pieces, routines and stuff. That's why your first team runs away.
People don't seem to know whether it's drink it up or drink it in. BS, he is a City fan. He says, I don't know why fans have an issue with City fans being on other fan streams. We've seen some of our channels. They talk utter... Well, no, I haven't. We don't have any issues with City fans being on there.
No one did. Someone just commented.
No. We just took the mickey because someone said we've been disrespectful with City. If you go back and look at our preview, we praised them to the hill. We're not disrespectful with City. Like City. Praise their manager as well. He's going to be next West Ham manager, apparently. Drink it in! Suck it up!
It was Craig. Rumour is people fearing him on training ground. Fabianski got on the wrong side of him. I don't know. Christopher has done 1-0 West Ham with Lingard the goal scorer for £1 at 230 to 1.
I'll be honest with you, I can probably trump that. I've done an even more outrageous bet than that one, which yields me almost £1 million from 25 pence. But the patrons now, I showed them earlier.
God knows. Harvey says that Amazon has the best commentators. Jermaine Genius is the worst. He is. He hates him. I do hate Jermaine Genius as well. Do you believe we can win if it's 0-0 after 70 minutes? Yeah. That's from Eric, and I'm not saying his second name.
Ericsson.
For God's sake.
Ericsson.
Are you aware of what you're saying?
No. Well, I thought it was a way of saying Ericsson, like Christian Eriksen.
Say in slow motion.
It just sounds like Sean Connery saying Ericsson.
Say it again. Say his name again.
Money penny. Ericsson. Oh. I did it at mating call earlier. Oh.
It was a hard one.
It is a hard one. Very, yeah. I always fought for these. Ericsson.
Yeah.
Oh, money penny, come and have a look at my erection.
We'll all have one of them if it's 0-0 after 70 minutes.
Sorry, Josh says you've been done again. Goes every time, Josh. Every bloody time.
But anyway, to the question, do you believe we can win if it's 0-0 after 70 minutes from Ericsson?
No, Ericsson. Yeah, I did, yes. Absolutely. Yes, I do. I don't think it'll happen, but we can.
It'll be interesting to see what he does, because he's only got Balguen on the bench and Mark Noble. The rest are all attacking players. Well, 2 goalkeepers as well. So you can't really sort of beef up the team. You can bring on Mark Noble, but I think if it's 0-0 after 70, I think he would try and get the 0-0 rather than go for a 1-0 win. So I do, but at the same time, he will look at Antonio and Lingard, who's probably ran themselves into the ground at this point. You can take them off and put on Ben Rama and give yourself fresh attacking legs. Anyway, we're going to start disappearing in a minute before our watch along begins. Don't go anywhere. The watch along is coming right up. The video doesn't change. It's like a video. This video is here for the next 2 hours after myself and Gonzo disappear in a minute. Can I get your final thoughts and the score prediction, please, Gonzo?
Yeah, I'm going to stay on for another 5 minutes. I think I'm going to see Charlie, have a chat with Charlie, see what's going on there. Excuse me. I was so disgusted by the thought of speaking with Charlie, it brought up a little bit of chestiness then. 2-0. 2-0 to Man City. I am sorry. I know it's very disrespectful to Man City. I just think that'll happen, but I am so hopeful that we will win. I just can't believe statistics. I've no evidence to suggest that we'll win. But we are the 4th best team in the league on merit, so it can happen.
Yeah, I think the Man City team is, like I said, is not as good as expecting, but it's still full of class players, world-class players, elite players. But I do think defensively we can be organised, we can frustrate them, and we have we know we score the most goals from set pieces in the league. We are 4th on merit. Therefore, you've got to take these 2 things into account and assume, with evidence, I was saying I'm feeling optimistic without any evidence. Well, when it comes to scoring a goal from a set piece, actually the evidence suggests we can do that, and we possibly will do that. We're scoring a set piece goal every 1.5 games at the minute, which is not a bad average at all. The problem is we can score 1, we've then got to keep them out completely. I'm still going to stick with Man City 2, West Ham 1, but I'm expecting to see a good performance from us, a strong performance, an organised performance that takes us into next week, and we're actually doing a preview saying actually we've done quite well against Man City. So with that in mind, I'm going to predict a win against Leeds United. Anyway, Gonzo's going to stick around with Charlie for 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. They're coming right up after this. Just a second to watch alongs here. Catch you in a bit.
Thank you to Gio and hello to Gonzo. We'll talk in a second. But first of all, thank you also to Stuart Morris Counters. Of course, they bring the West Ham watch-alongs, the Hammers Chat watch-alongs in collaboration with us. You want an accountants, you're looking at them. They do personal, they do finance, they do corporate. They're based in Ilford. They sponsor us because a West Ham fan hooked us up. Thank you very much to Stuart Morris Accountants, and thank you very much to Gio for hosting the previous show. And Gonzo is in what can only be described as a Cat Slater looking mask. Gonzo.
Yeah, well, I've got matching Speedos as well, Charlie. But nice. I was caught when I went to the shop between this or this.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know which one is more masculine, quite frankly.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan of the pink one.
Well, I don't care. The thing is, my daughter said you look ridiculous, which I do anyway. She said that before I put the mask on. But then I put the mask on, she said you look ridiculous. And I said, why? She said, because your mask. I said, everyone looks ridiculous. We all look like absolute lunatics just because I've made me Speedos. What's the glasses?
Yeah, no, that's a problem. That is a problem.
It is a problem.
I don't go out often, but when I do, and I have I'm
going to turn it once we've all finished and everything's back to normal. I'm going to use it as a thong, like a Coddenstein, like an Underholsen, like a cod piece, and maybe get some more and make a big mankini.
Yeah, get a lot, just a fashion, like some sort of papoose type thing for it. Yeah.
How are you anyway?
I like that. I'm all right, thank you. Woke up late today. Unsurprising for me. Well, it's early, but late for what I needed to do with life. But I'm okay. I'm all right. We had a bit of.
How are you feeling about the old match?
Do you know what? I'm looking at it in the same way I looked at all big matches before this insane run we've got because realistically, it is one of those. I'm saying all that matters to me is the performance. I'm looking at it and saying, I think, honestly, we're probably going to get beat. But as long as the team are pulling, as long as they're doing what they have been doing, as long as we're seeing that work rate, as long as we're seeing the effort, then I'm happy enough. I can sit there and go, do you know what? We gave as good as we got. The better team just happened to win. Because we've got to be realistic about it. They're 19 wins in a row. They haven't lost in 25, whatever it is. That's the sort of way I'm feeling about it. But I can't lie and act like there isn't something in the back of my head going, but we could though, couldn't we? We could. We could.
That dong. You probably don't know that. You probably don't know that that song. You probably too young for that.
No. I have been banging on about the thong song for A, I love the song, but B, for about 2 weeks non-stop, I have been going on about the thong song, and everyone keeps looking at me like, why are you doing that, Charlie? And I'm like, it's such a good song.
So scandalous. And that song, dong.
Underrated is what I would say, Gonzo.
Underrated song. It is an underrated song. There you go. I thought you'd be too young for the old dong song. Quite right, Boothammer. Quite right.
Did it come out? Did it come out like too early for me to know it? Yes. But I won't lie. I only heard it for the first time like 4 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Someone, when I was doing my accountancy qualifications, someone who I was friends with at the college was like, just kept going on about Thong Song. I was like, I know the name, but I don't know the song. They were like, Charlie, get involved. And since then, I've never not been involved. What a song! What a song!
Steelers fan likes it. It's one of his favourite songs, he says.
Steelers fan loves it. Look at that. Ecstatic, I would say, about the fact that we're singing the Thong Song at 12:05 on a Saturday morning.
Do you know, I like my favourite hockey. I don't like the Steelers, by the way. My favourite hockey team's the Pittsburgh Penguins, though. Pittsburgh Penguins, back in the day, had Mario Lemieux, who was the finest hockey, well, probably the second finest hockey player there ever was, and Paul Correa, and they had a really, really good team. They were basically like the Galacticos. Fantastic.
I know nothing about hockey, but I once got a free copy of NHL 2008 on the PlayStation 2, and I don't remember a single player, but I remember being very bad.
I like this. Where's this? Where's that thing gone? I like this one. There you go.
Listen, Kiri, you know me. I am here purely for insanity. People come into the live chat during the game, right? And they think, oh, I'm going to mess up his stream. I'm going to do stuff. They don't understand that I will self-sabotage anything as far as it goes. I'm here for the madness. I'm 10,000% here. Watch this, Gonzo. Say literally anything. Anything that comes into your head.
Literally anything.
All right. Hot shot. Apart from that. Just the first insane thing that comes into your head. Topic, doesn't matter what. Just go.
Well, you just want me to say something completely outlandish. And, okay. I am later on. We still have the hot tub here, Charlie. We still have the hot tub. We extended the licence, the hot tub licence, whatever it is, the loan period. So later on, after we've watched it, I'll be bubbling away, boiling myself away in the hot tub. I'll probably be getting the old matching speedos ready. I'll probably have a quick back crack and wax. I'll probably have to wax all my hair off first, just so I'm silky smooth. And what I'll do is I'll dive in there because all the hair's gone. I'll dive in there. I'll be smooth as a sea lion, basically.
Smooth as a sea. I like that. Because I always expected back in the day that penguins would be smooth. I didn't realize they'd have feathers.
Yes, birds. They are birds.
Yeah. Because when I did the zookeeper for a day thing at London Zoo, and like we went to feed the penguin, and I was stroking the penguins, I was like, oh, they've got feathers. I just never even began to even conceive that. Are you scared you'll grow feathers?
No. I have also stroked a penguin, as to be said. Sorry, ML was saying Gonzo naked. Not naked. Not naked at all. With my leopard print speedos on. Not naked, is it?
I mean, there are clothes on, so technically
I am clothed. I am clothed. I wouldn't go and collect the kids from school wearing them, granted, but I am clothed. You should have to wear the mask as well. Going around to school, I'd have to go with a matching mask. I've had long before the old Bill. Because they all speak like that, please. You'll be arrested, sir. Or are you doing with some leopard print pedos on? Yeah, no, I'd be gone.
When we're talking about backing the insanity, that I won't back insanities that will get you in trouble. And that is something that would get you in trouble.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's the point. I am sensible. I'm sensible enough to know to put my socks on before I go up there.
That's fair. Okay, so right, Gonzo. Let's get to watch along nonsense. Okay. Hear me out. Sub bingo. It's the game where we predict when David Moyes will first make a substitution. I want people to get involved in the chat as well. What is your sub bingo prediction? Let me know. Gonzo. What minute will David Moyes make a substitution, and who will it be for?
The 8th minute.
Okay.
The fornicator. Excuse me, I've got to find my daughter quickly.
That's fine. I'll vamp while you do that. See, I'm thinking I'll go 69. Classic Charlie Walsh move. I'm saying 69 right out the gate. I'm saying 69. What I'll do is I'll mute Gonzo as well, just so you can have a private conversation.
Me.
Okay.
Public.
It's public information.
Hello, can you bring me down a cup of tea, please?
Right. Okay.
Thank you. I'm very busy. I'm in the middle of a football analysis with Charlie. Thanks, darling. Bye.
Disgraceful behaviour. Disgraceful behaviour.
She's older. She's old. She can make the tea now. You know, all those years of bedtime stories and you know, whatever, driving at a clubs and swimming club and all the rest of it. And, you know, as I say, reading stories, I keep having to say the same thing, breakfast, all those things. And now it's payback time. Now she can reach the kettle if she stood on the box. She's nearly 14. She's nearly 14.
Listen, you struggle through the early stages to get to the good parts, you know, and I feel like that's a benefit, you know. A benefit to struggling through the terrible teens and everything else. You know, you at least have someone who knows how to make a cup of tea.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the tea's like.
I vividly remember my dad teaching me how to make a bacon sandwich. I feel like this is probably a similar situation, and I feel like, you know.
Did you muck it up on purpose?
No, because I was making my bacon sandwich at the same time. That's the trick. That's the trick. You have to. I will say, here's my sub bingo. I'm saying 69 minutes, and I'm saying, I don't know is the problem. I look at the bench and I honestly don't know. I can't see a substitution that Dave Moyes is defo going to do. So I'll go 4-0 for Bowen, I guess. I don't know why, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. That makes absolute sense.
Unsmoked back bacon, of course. Basically the cheapest ones you can get. If I'm being real about that, but yeah, unsmoked.
I actually like both, by the way, ML. That I do like both. They've both got their qualities. It changes. I think if it's a BLT, then I will go with the unsmoked. If it's just the bacon in the bread with the butter, I will go with the smoked. But you can't have a bacon sandwich on brown bread.
That is very true. I feel strongly about that as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm fine with brown bread. You know, I'm all right with brown bread, half and half bread, anything like that. I'm fine with it. But I feel very strongly about that as well. You do need to have it on white bread. It's just wrong otherwise. It's just wrong.
It tastes nasty. It tastes nasty. I would have a chicken salad sandwich or something like that in the brown bread. Fine. Absolutely fine. But not bacon. There's something they don't get on.
What about, have you ever tried
sworn enemies? Brown bread and bacon.
Have you ever tried bacon in a baguette?
Oh, of course.
Beautiful combination of things.
Yeah. I mean, Tom's talking about the tiger bread. Tiger bread is good. All I would say about the tiger bread, it's very thick. And like what you got to be careful with your sandwich or anything like that. You don't want the bread to filling ratio to be too wrong. You know.
Sure.
So my daughter went and got some tiger rolls the other day, right? So the tiger roll's quite thick, and then she got like the ham out of the fridge, and she got one. It was one slice of ham, and I reckon that was about the whole sandwich. I reckon the ham was about 2%.
Yeah.
She's basically eating a roll, which is fine. But for me, the ratio is important.
I will say tiger bread is a beautiful thing in general. Love tiger bread. It's probably outside of a baguette, probably my favorite type of bread. It probably goes baguette, tiger bread, other, right? But
is that because the tigers are becoming extinct?
Yeah, the point of reference is gone. The next generation won't know what's even going on now.
What's a tiger?
What is a tiger indeed? But you're right. I think when you're making a sandwich with tiger bread, you've got to really get in there. You've got to really produce a sandwich, you know. Layers, lots of different bits and pieces. You can't just scrimp. It has to be big. It has to be large. Yeah. But I'm saying it now. What's your sub bingo?
I just said it. No, I said it earlier. 68 minutes, 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay, who's coming on?
I said it straight away. I said Tom's the first one.
Who's coming on? That's what I want to know. Who's coming on?
Oh,
just put your neck on the line.
Ben Rama.
Okay. That's a. What do you think? You've said this on shows, but just for the sake of right now, what's your opinion on what do you think Moyes thinks of Ben Rama currently? What's your current stance on what he thinks of Ben Rama?
I think he thinks he's a squad player. I am adamant. Actually, this wasn't a Moyes signing. I think Moyes signed off on the signing, but I think his main one was Eze. So I think if he'd have signed Eze would start in the team every time. But I think he knew he needed to bring another player in like that. I'm pretty sure if he knew he was getting Lingard in January, he wouldn't have even signed Benrahma. Benrahma wouldn't have been signed, and now he finds himself in a situation where he's got Lingard in. I know they don't always occupy the same position, where he just doesn't need him as much. But I do think he's been impressed with Benrahma, and particularly his work rate. I think Moyes knew that Benrahma was skillful. I think now he's seen out that he is willing to work hard and learn. But I do think there is a difference between working hard and having good tackling technique. They are different things. You can be the hardest worker and show the most willing in the world, but if he doesn't feel that he trusts you to get that technique quite right. So I think Benrahma's a squad player. And I think when we get to the easier games, I think he will start again. I don't mean he's a squad player who's never going to start. I mean, we've seen this with a lot of these players. Seen it with Fornals. Fornals gets dropped and then reinstated. We've actually seen it with all the centre-backs. He was talking about Diop, and he was even was saying today, look, Balbuena, when he's come in, has played well. Dawson, just everybody. I think it's just got to realise he's part of a squad. And there are 3 or 4 players who are guaranteed their place, and Benrahma ain't one of them, basically. So he's going to have to work, and I just think, but I do think he likes him. I do, but he's not. This is the problem. He's not. As I say, he's not Cristiano Ronaldo. So he's not to David Moyes. He is just a squad player, but probably the most skillful squad player. Let's say that.
That's fair enough. Do you know this answer? Because I don't know it. Is Fabi? I mean, he must be injured. That's why.
He's got an injured elbow. Apparently, someone trod on his elbow. I suspect it was Darren Randolph, so he could get to play in the game.
I like that. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but I do like that idea.
That's one of the better ones. Roswell, moon landings, Fabianski's elbow. They're the best.
Yeah. When I went to get my COVID vaccine jab, and they didn't implant me, as far as I know, I was a bit disappointed. I wanted to really get involved with I wanted to upgrade my tech side of my body.
You wanted to be abducted by aliens, basically, when you went to have your jab.
I wouldn't have complained.
No.
I wouldn't have complained.
No, but who would you complain to? It's not like when they drop you off in the flying saucer, say here's a customer complaint form, Charlie. You have no one to complain to.
Well, you never know.
You can't be ET phoning home. Excuse me, got to complain.
Have you been abducted?
Have I ever been abducted? By an alien?
Yeah,
I have never. I must say, and here is an exclusive only on Hammer's Chat. You get this.
Hang on. Wait for it. Go
on. I can exclusively reveal on Hammer's Chat that I have never ever been abducted by aliens.
Then how do you know you don't get a customer complaint form?
I would imagine you don't. It would probably be automated anyway.
We can all imagine things. Yeah, I imagine that I'm quite good at football. It's not true. It's not true.
Excuse me.
It's one of those ones where it has like a little smiley face and a little sad face, and it's got like from 1 to 10 in between. It's like from 1 to 10.
Rate your experience.
Yeah, rate. Yeah, how was the anal probe?
That was. I'll give that. Hold on. I'll give that.
It was a strong.
You're pressing buttons. I'll give that one a 10.
Strong 8.
That was good. How did your prime saucer arrive promptly? Please rate your driver. It was brilliant. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Georgie the Grey alien was fantastic. He was punctual. He arrived on time. He dropped me off at my nan's house. Granted, I wanted to go home, but there you go. Took a spin around Saturn. All in all, the experience was fantastic.
It's like when I'm in a cab and they go and like I sort of give them vaguely where I need to go, and then like as we're getting close, they sort of go, all right, where is it you need to go? And I just feel an overwhelming sense of guilt, and I go, just anywhere around here is good, mate. Actually, don't worry about it. Even though my brain is like, can you take me to the door of the house, please? I'm like, this is.
Imagine with that, and so where are you off to? Andromeda Galaxy, please. Oh, I don't go that far out. Mate.
Not going that way.
I don't. I'll take you to the Hubble telescope, but that's about it.
I'll take you up to the ISS, but Andromeda's a bit out of my way.
Yeah, I've got to go and miss my last job. Got to go home after this. I can't go all the way to Andromeda and get.
Mrs. will have
get home to the Pleiadian cluster. That's where I'm going. It's the opposite direction, mate.
Different. I'm off to the Horsehead Nebula. My missus would be all angry if I go to Andromeda at this time of night.
Absolutely. I'm going past Orion's belt if it's any use.
I can't. Yeah, but I'll take you as far as Orion's belt. I'll take you as far as the right belt buckle. I'll take you that far.
Absolutely.
I'll take you that far.
Quality.
Again, I do wish to stress that this is the amount of nonsense I will pull out, and anyone who thinks they can derail me, it's literally impossible.
Absolutely. I don't know where this cup of tea's gone, quite frankly.
Yeah, you've got no cup of tea, man.
The adoption forms going out. Never mind bloody customer complaint forms.
Can you
before she gets in there?
Yeah. Can you imagine the Uber fee for the Andromeda? I tell you what,
be cheap.
Uber fee is expensive enough. I remember getting an Uber with young Tom from Stratford to flipping West Ham Tube Station once. Jesus. I didn't realize how expensive it was.
Yeah, that's a walk, really, isn't it? Let's be fair.
Yeah, he was very drunk and we weren't. There was no walking happening.
Well, probably the Uber driver probably knew you were drunk.
That's fair.
That's probably exactly why he was working that night there. Drunk West Ham fans. He's probably saying, "Love, you don't have to work all week. If I ain't worked for 2 weeks, the only night I work is when West Ham are playing at home." And I do, all right, yeah.
It's a great point. Point. Hello to T-Bone. I'll tell you what. Hello to everyone in the chat. Let me say hello to everyone in the chat. This is going to be an absolute problem for me, but we'll see how it goes. Hello to AJ Gaming, Adam Johnson, concerningly, Alex Stepp, Adam Horwood, Arsenal Fan Circle. Good to see you, Ray. Boot Hammer, Crisis is the best ever. Daniel Watson, Danny Smith, Dino Salami, Duvet Dancer, Eddie Duffy, Football Addict, Forged from Iron, West Ham United. I assume, Rob. Good to see. Hammers Down Under. Faux Sheezy, Happy Hammer 82, Harry Parker, Henry Parker, James Gunn, Jerry B, John Kernow, Cathal Tithoth, Kyrikos, KKTG, Liam McMahon. Why I struggled with that one, I had no idea. Michael Martin, Migsy, ML, Mr. Pete Hammer, Nicholas, Rinflow, Seb James, Stephen Jones, Tebow, the Pocky Punk. Good to see you, Sat. Tyreek, Woody, Allen, and Spin. Hello, everyone. If I missed out your name, sorry.
Hello, everyone. Can I don't know if this will work because it's phone to microphone. I got a voice message from Peach. Just if it's too crackly, just tell me. I'll turn it off straight away.
Yo, Brethren, I ain't even playing, dog. I ain't even playing. That chicken and mushroom thing, dog. I just had it. Yo, it's 3 a.m. in Canada, dog. I gotta wake up. Oh, excuse me. See that? That's the chicken and mushrooms coming back up, dog. I gotta wake up. What? 4, 5, 6, 7. I gotta wake up in 4 hours, 4.5 blood clot hours, dog, to watch us beat Man City. Because we're beating Man City. If we don't, I'll be surprised. Real things. But let me show you, man. Yo, I had the chicken and mushroom sandwich done up. And then I had the beef and tomato one. Yeah, it was just like ketchup, straight up. And then I had the Bombay Bad Boy something. It was like just hot to be hot, dog. It didn't even have a taste. It was just hot to be hot. Like, yo, if I'm eating something hot, I want it to have a taste, dog. I don't want it just hot to be hot. You know what I mean? That chicken and mushroom, dog.
He then goes on.
I strongly agree. I can't lie.
It's just hot to be hot. It didn't even have a taste. And he goes on to credit you with the pineapple pizza. And it was basically a 4-minute message about food and about how sometimes he doesn't have time to make the full sandwich out of the pot noodle, but he literally walks. I've got this thing. I've been lazy. I've got to make it into a video. The day after I said about the pot noodle sandwich, he went down to the British shop in his town in Canada, waited for it to open so he could get a chicken and mushroom pot noodle. But at first, he was phoning me up and he was saying, "Yo, dog, what's going on and what's happening with this? Which flavour was it, chicken and mushroom?" And he was showing me, he was sending pictures of the pot noodle. Went in, bought it, and then at the end, he showed me a picture of his basically a pot noodle sandwich. But he phoned up the other day to apologise that he didn't actually he just had the pot noodle on its own. He couldn't make a sandwich on it because it was really late at night, and he didn't want it to sit heavy on his stomach. It's so funny.
I mean, that's always my concern. You know, with pot noodle sandwiches, you don't want it. It's a lot a lot late on, you know. It's a lot late on. It is a thing.
I'll tell you what, the match will be over by the time I get this cup of tea, I reckon.
Yeah, I think you might have to give up on the tea. I can't lie.
Right, actually, we are 5 minutes away from kickoff. Charlie, I'm going to leave you now because you need to do a build-up and I need to plug this bloody machine in so I can get the stuff on my telly. Bless you, everyone. I'll see you later. You're in safe and capable hands with Charlie, who's going to talk to you more nonsense. Charlie, enjoy your show, my friend.
Thank you, sir. I will see you later.
Lovely.
See ya. And hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So yeah, if you're best stream site, Colin Corn. I'm glad you asked. There's a thing in the description called Discord. If you click on that, there's a bit called Stream Links. You go in there, there's 5 different options for you to watch the match. It is, of course, live on BT Sport in the UK. However, if you're looking for that kind of thing, Discord, link below. Get involved. Get involved. Right, everyone. Glad you're all here. Let's get some score predictions. We are, of course, 5 minutes away from kickoff, as Gonzo just brought up. What are you vibing? Score-wise, what are you vibing? I'll say this. I felt like it is. I can imagine it's early there, Wally. It's early for me because, as you know, I work on American time anyway. So it's early for me, but I can imagine it's even earlier for you. I'll say this. I've been saying the entire time 3-1 to Man City. That's what the head is saying. The head is saying 3-1 to Manchester City. However, I can't lie and say there isn't part of my brain, there isn't something there that's going maybe 2-1 West Ham. I'll stick with the head because I think the head is smart, but the heart is saying 2-1 West Ham. The heart is saying 2-1 West Ham. Let's see. Right, so we have... There's some bold predictions in here. I cannot lie. Adam Johnson is saying 0-0. Ray Borum is saying 2-1 to West Ham. Bold. 9-0. Even bolder, Daniel. I would go as far as to say mad. 2-1 West Ham. 0-0. Score prediction is 2-0 Man City. Yeah, fair enough. Folk, I'm a bit late, so Bingo. Appreciate it. 69 minutes. Ben Ron for 4 nows. I went 69 minutes. Bowen for 4 nows. So we're on the same lines. But Alan, 3-0 to Manchester City, I'm afraid. 1-0 says Rizzle to West Ham. Love that. 2-0 City. We're going to win 2-0, says Chuck. Big confidence coming out of Chuck today. West Ham 9, City 0, says Nicholas. Sadly, 2-0 win, says Mr. Pardew. Good to see you, myself. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, my mentor. I was going to see my friend, but I'll upgrade that. Potato Stream. Yes, my internet is not helping me right now. 6-0, 2-1, 2-0, 5-5, 2-2, 2-2, 2-1. Charlie, check your WhatsApp. I will. Give me a second. Will be 1-0 for most of the game, 2-0 late on, says Troy. You know, I'll have a look at that in a second. Thank you very much. Battling performance, 2-1 reserve. 3-1 reverse, sorry. Yeah, okay. I do think we're going to see that's what I said. The performance is the important bit for me. That's what I'm looking for. The performance. If the performance is there, I don't mind what the score is. 5-0 to Man City. 2-1 West Ham, says Leon. 3-0, 2-1. Always listen to your heart. Where is it? The chat is moving real quick right now. Always listen to your heart, Charlie. I've tried it. It's led me astray many times in my life. And I don't know if that's something I could do now. 3-2, says Crypto. Why is Ben Ram on the bench? I just don't think Moyes sees him as a starter right now. We want maximum defensive qualities, and he's not that, unfortunately. Not West Ham Fan TV, but a different West Ham Fan TV. 2-1 West Ham, fair nil. 5-0, DT says 1-0 to West Ham. You love that. Yarging Yar, Man City, Langsong. I don't know what that means, but good to see you, Einar. Einar. Good to see. King Lingard goal 2-0. 2-0 to West Ham. I assume that's what you mean. If Lingard's scoring, unless it's an own goal, would be disappointing. 1-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-2, 2-0. Aguero will score 1-0. Rice gives Sterling a hug. Love that. 3-0. to Man City, says Anal. 2-1 win, but we are wearing the third kit, so we might win. That's an excellent point, Rebecca. Thank you for raising it. I can't see that yet, so we'll see. 2-1 Manchester City. Good morning to you, CW. And good morning to you, Jeffrey Stelly. Love to see you, my friend. As Elliot Watson, thank you for the £5 putting it into the kitty in my geography GCSE. My ringtone went off, and it was the thong song. Yes! What a song. What a song. How did your GCSEs go? Let me know. I hope they went well. But what a song. What a song. Flipping out. That's the thong song, man. It's just a banger. It's just a banger. 2-0, says Leon Huxley to Manchester City. That City team is scary, says my mentor, Mr. Pardew. I mean, that's any City team is scary. That's kind of the problem, isn't it? That's kind of the problem. It's like literally any City team is scary. It's stress. You know? Right. We're about to kick off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to click on this. I'm going to have to give me a second. I'll tell you what, as I do that, as the game's about to kick off, I'm going to ask you all, what's your favorite song? As I try to figure this out, what's your favorite song? What song or what song are you vibing most at the moment? Because mine is the thong song. I am vibing the thong song the most at the moment. I'm listening to it basically on loop all of the time. What is your current vibe? Song-wise, what is your current vibe? Let me know. Let me know while I try to sort this out, because we are just about to kick off. Right. There we go. What we saying? Let's have a look. Michael Oliver uses a lot of grease wax. Joe, I haven't seen him yet, but that's fair. Riders on the Storm, The Door, a great song. There's a remix with Snoop Dogg, which I adore, mainly because it's so bad, but it was also on Need for Speed Underground. So there we go. 3 Doors Down, Kryptonite. I don't know that. I do know 3 Doors Down, but I don't know Kryptonite. I need to have a little gander at that. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. The game is just about to kick off on my screen. I assume it's kicked off on yours. Subscribe if you're new around here, of course. We do the watch along for every single West Ham game there is. Every single one. All of them. So subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. And hey, maybe I'll get better internet. If that works. But I'd like to welcome you all to the stream. Thank you all for coming. We'll be live until full time, of course. And just after, when Gion Gonzo will be back for their live review. And at that point, I'll pass it off to them. I'll spam the link in the chat so you can click on it. Go watch it. Easy as you like. Good times. But thank you all for coming. It's West Ham United versus Manchester City. And so you know how far behind I am. They have just kicked off. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all for coming in. 15 seconds, 17 seconds, 18 seconds, still 0-0. We've got this. Come on, we've got this. Where's the thing I'm looking for? That one. Right. Here we go. Let's have a look. So as we're building up here, so best song, Cowgirl, Underworld. Again, I know Underworld, but I don't know Cowgirl. I need to have a look into that. K-Sera, the West Ham song, whatever. I don't know if it's a West Ham song specifically, Stephen, but I appreciate that. Let's see what happens. The Verve Bittersweet Symphony. It's just a good song. Like, it's one of those classics, you know. Like, I don't know if I'm like, I just vibe it. Gary Newman, Cars, great song, Jeff Watson. I haven't heard it in a while. I need to go back and listen to it. It's a great song, to be fair. Gary Newman's probably best song, but it is a banger. Richie, I feel like the one. Too Much Pressure by the Selector. Go on, Leon. Bringing out the old school classics. Love that. Throw It on the Ground by Lonely Island, says Mixie. I was playing against Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola said, "Man, I can't carry on the joke, but it's a great song." I can't carry this trophy. It's a great song. Thinking Machine, Netrunner, Techno, Falling in Reverse. I'm not a vampire. Open brackets, revamped close brackets. I'm also listening to Doors, so that's weird. Says Boot Hammer. I'm telling you, go listen to that Snoop Dogg version. You'll regret it. You will regret it. You will regret it. But it is. I had a friend of mine, right? When I was an accountant, a friend of mine was really into the Doors. He loved the Doors. And then I came along and kept sending him the Snoop Dogg link, and he hated it. It's the bit that really got him is the fact that Snoop Dogg sort of ad-libs over the chorus. So it's like riders on the storm, and then you get ride, ride, ride like that with Snoop Dogg. Something on holiday. It's a holiday. It's a holiday. Oh, it's such a vibe. Need for Speed Underground 2. What a game. What a game. What a game. Burning Spear, Froggy Road. I mean, honestly, a 70s Muff by Goldie Looking Chain. I did think when you said it, where was it up here? You said the Kings, and I was like, really? Really? I mean, it's a good song. There's a step here. Oh, Friends Electric. Wait, you might be right, Big C. No, wait, did he do Our Friends Electric? Our Friends Electric. Was that even Gary Newman? Do you know what? I'm going to take your word for it because my brain's saying it's not all of a sudden. But I still think Cars is the best. Cars is a vibe. And it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. Right, I'm going to say this now, Jeffrey. I'm going to put it out there. You see Kanye West, he's a great producer, but I don't know how I feel about him as a rapper. I don't. But he is a good producer. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Banger. Absolute banger. Stairway to Heaven. Respect that. Any more for any more? Let's just keep scrolling up because I did miss some. Let's have a look. Yes. But you lost me with Snoop. Listen, Kiri, that sounds horrendous, Charlie. You had me with the thong song, but you lost me with Snoop. No, listen. I'm not saying that the Snoop Dogg remix of Riders on the Storm, as West Ham pass it around the back like Pride Pet. I'm not saying that Riders on the Storm by Snoop Dogg and the Doors is good. I love it, but I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying you do need to listen to it. What I would say is wait until after the stream because I need the views. But don't look at this. Don't look at that. How about that? It's a banger. Gonna put the keyboard to you. Oh shit, Charlie, you got the pipes. You're gonna put the keyboard to you half time. No, because again, it's not plugged in. Listen, maybe if someone rocks up, I'll plug it in at halftime. I don't know. I doubt it. Lunchtime kickoff means what you having for lunch, Charlie? It's a great question, Woody Place. That is an excellent question. What am I having? To be honest with you, I haven't eaten yet today. I woke up about 11:20, and I haven't eaten yet today. I do have 4 bananas. I do have 4 bananas next to me. It will probably end up being those, just because they're next to me. However, after that, when I can actually go and make food, I've got a chocolate spread that I've been saving for when bread comes because we don't have bread for a while, and so I've been saving it for when the bread comes, which is happening today. We're getting a delivery of food later on today. I'm gonna be excited for that. I can't lie to you. I'm gonna be excited for that. Manchester City playing it round the back there, and Thomas Souček just went straight into Fernandinho. No messing. Take that, bruv. Let him know you're there. Let him know Thomas Souček is there. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna have the chocolate spread on actual bread toast. It's very useful. Also, he can't play it because he cannot play it. Listen. I can play the piano. There's a video on my Twitter account to prove that fact. There is a video on my Twitter account to prove that fact. So you're sitting there going, "Oh, we can't play." I can. What's everyone else having for lunch? That's a great question, and I'm interested in actually. Give me some of your lunchtime vibes. Keep an open mind, Kyriakos. keep an open mind. I always say Kyrgios because my brain, I don't even know what footballer that is, but he's a footballer, isn't it? Or a team? I don't remember. Keep an open mind. I don't think it's good, but I do like it. I do like it. Queen, I want to break free. God, no. It's a banger. Do you know what? Queen, man. Radio Gaga is probably my favorite Queen song. I think it's a bit underrated. It's not, I wouldn't say people say it's up there as one of the classics, but I do love it. I do love it. Kanye made some bangers. I'm not saying he didn't make some bangers. My point is, though, that I just think as a rapper, he's not quite there. He's not quite top tier. His status belies his ability, is my point. I think he's good, but I don't think he's up there. You know, Peach is in the house. Go on, lads. You all right? How are you, sir? I hope you're well. Manchester City passing it around competently in the field at the moment. Just so if you're here for football or something. We're what? We're about 8 minutes in. 8 minutes in at this point. It's been a sort of, we're lining up as you'd expect. We're very deep. We're very, very deep. Manchester City able to sort of pass it round. We're looking to sort of just keep them from breaking through. And they haven't done too much of that as of yet, which is a good sign. I'm quite confident with us defending, but we'll see how it continues to play out. I want to see how we counterattack. I want us to be quick on that step. You know, find Lingard, nutmeg a guy, go for it. You know what I mean? I support Man City. I'm from Indonesia. Good to see you, Alif. Welcome. Subscribe and like while you're here. Appreciate it. Every fan of every team is of course welcome. Every team is of course welcome. I more than appreciate it. Mr. Pardew's having frozen pasta bought from the shop. Have I ever even eaten frozen pasta? I eat ready-made pasta a lot, but I don't think I've ever eaten frozen pasta. Can't remember. Fair enough, Mr. Pardew. I respect it. Vegan pizza with rooted garlic tomatoes. I can't lie to you and say I don't want that because I do. I don't mind vegan food. That's something else I'll say. I'll make a lot of strong stance today. I don't mind vegan food. I don't. I think it's fine. People go wild. People go wild, you know. And I'm here for it. Charlie Boy says he can play the piano, and I 100% believe him. He's a talented man, is my brother CB, and anything he says, I will back instantaneously. Deep fried hero. Sorry, it says Gary. So that's how you spell hero, isn't it? I've never had one. I just want anything fried at the moment, man. I'm vibing a fried something, you know. Kanye's a pop rapper. I like it. It's not that I don't like some of his songs. I really like some of his songs. And to be fair, as someone who I talk about piano and everything, I'm more of a drummer than I am anything else. His beats are big. Even the raps that I don't like too much, the beats on them are big. You know, and I think there's just certain things I'm not into with him, but also I think him as a person is just a bit wild. But yeah, even his beats are unreal, and it's not like I don't have him. You know, if you open up my Spotify liked, he's in there. You know, played in, headed away by big Craigie Dawson. Just a solid man, isn't he? He's just a solid individual. Like I look at him standing there now, right? I'm just looking at him as we're passing it around in the defense. I'm just looking at Craig Dawson's figure as he stands there, and he looks like a man. He looks like a bloke. You know, he hasn't got the shape of a footballer. He has the shape of the guy who you bump into coming out of the Chinese. And I respect that because he is that. And then he takes you down. He takes you down. He 2-foots you with his studs up. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Free kick to Manchester City, about 30 yards away, 35 yards away or something. De Bruyne standing over it. It's sort of one of those ones where you're going to whip it into a position for people to run onto. Everyone's holding their line. Declan Rice clears it. Easy as you like. Easy as you like. Evening, hairy hands, Harry. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope things are good where you are. Stevie C in the place to beat. Mate, Peach just got bars, bro. Peach just got bars. Manchester City having a good spell of possession here. Lots of passing it around. It's Manchester City, but lots of possession. They're keeping the ball very well. We're sort of keeping our shape relatively well. They've one or two passes have managed to squeak through, but we're keeping our shape relatively well at this point. Rice and Souček very far apart there. De Bruyne just wanders into that space. My thoughts with the 3 goals for pulled back City, Souček and Rice both there, just in front of Torres. Like, no, digs back across, looking for Aguero, can't get the control, and it's off. My thoughts with the three goals for City, right? Because it seems like quite a wild thing when I am actually very confident in our defense. My thoughts is City are one of, if not the best teams at just breaking a team down, finding the spaces, surgical. The word, right? Surgical precision in their passing. My thoughts is if they can find the goal once, they can find it several times, and I think they're good enough to do that. So that's why I'm saying 3 for City. But at the same time, again, I can't lie. There's something in the back of my head that thinks we might have this. And so far, we're defending relatively well. We are defending relatively well. Declan Rice looking uncomfortable there, as he just got on the balls. Just got a ball in the balls. Just got a ball in the balls, mate. Ball-to-ball action, and not in a good way. Not in a good way. Glenn Kiley is here. Good to see you, sir. Checking in and waiting on Antonio Madness. All the best, West Ham. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you dropping by. And Jesus Christ, will it happen? Who knows? Who knows? But we're defending well. It's a steady. I saw someone say steady in the chat, and that's how I would describe it so far. It's steady. It's how you'd expect. City have got the possession, they're passing it around, they're doing their thing, and we're just holding strong, holding firm in the face of adversity, of which is Manchester City. I want to see. I can't lie. I want to see Lingard getting on the ball. Yes, Troy's just said the exact same thing I was thinking. Lingard is crucial for us, releasing the pressure sometimes. I agree. You want to see. When he gets the ball, he's one of the few players who's capable of taking the ball from our area, and getting all the way up the other side of the pitch instantaneously. When he does it, he's so good. He's intercepted the ball there and he's instantly off. Kyle Walker's obviously got the pace on him. He's not as fast as he once was, Kyle Walker, but he's still faster than Jesse Lingard. Let's be real about it. It's Kyle Walker. But instantly we relieve the pressure. And that's the thing. He has the ability, he has the pace, he can do a little bit special, like he can nutmeg a guy and then just carry on going. He has that quality in him that just means we're slightly better off. He's better at it, which is why he's probably playing slightly deeper, you'd suspect. Why he's good in those roles, because I love it. I would love it. You know? I love how direct Lingard is. It's like he doesn't care who we're playing. Yeah, he picks up the ball and he's off. He's finding the area. He's a cruise missile. He's nestling in, getting strongly involved. 1-0 West Ham at half-time, I was going to say, says not that West Ham fan TV. Ooh. Oh, that's saucy. City will have 80% of the ball, so we need to be clinical, says Haz. Yeah, exactly. Big time. That's something we were against Spurs, and other days we haven't been. And I think it's just a case of we need the people on it. I 100% agree with you, Haz. 100%. We need to, when we get the opportunity to counter, we need to really make it count. I'm not saying score every time by any stretch of imagination, but we had 4 shots against Spurs, and 2 of them went in. That was, if anything, overly clinical. That was more clinical than you probably should be. But that's the sort of performance we need. We need to see us pulling out the stops, because City, as you say, are going to have insane amounts of the ball. Artur, I'm Algerian originally. I am fun at both Mahrez and Ben Rama, but today I feel supported of West Ham. Good to see you, Artur. Hope you're well. Welcome. Come get involved. Come get involved into the fold, We're a welcoming bunch, especially on this watch along. And we'd love to see you. Thank you for coming. Ham's support from Barcelona. Hope we play Barcelona West Ham match on Champions League. Ramon, I would love nothing more. And a cheeky away trip to the new camp would be beautiful. I would love it. I would be all about that. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. Yo, C-Dog, what up? Good to see you, L-Dot. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Hope your Saturday's going strong. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Concentration is key, and we're doing fine here. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like we're doing that so far. You know, our defense is lining up well. We've got the shape. You can see it happening. We know what we're doing. That's the key. That's the good point here, is that David Moyes has got them knowing sort of exactly what they're doing. And I'm happy enough with it. I'm also happy that I predicted the lineup 100% bang on. What a time to be alive. So Pablo Fornals picks up the ball. He's more central today as opposed to usually when he's on the left. Souček into Antonio, who looked offside, but he isn't. Looked for Lingard, couldn't quite find him. Opportunity comes back. Antonio way out on the right-hand side here. Maybe he should look to move central. He flicks a little ball to Declan Rice, starts to move in that way. He's at the back post here. This is a good opportunity. If we can get the ball towards him, Souček's in and around the area as well. Lingard deflects up. Souček back across to Antonio. Heads it. Oh, that was close. Don't know what that noise was I just made, but it was close. It was close. Ball came across. Souček heads it back across goal. Antonio's up there challenging with Ederson. He can't quite get it in the net. We're looking at the replay here. Cresswell into Lingard in the middle of pitch. Goes for the shot. Something else he does often, which I like. Deflects up. Souček heads it back across goal, looking for Antonio. He goes up for the head with Ederson. Man City stop it. Shots later. Ederson goes down under whatever. I don't know what. Oh, he fell harshly there. I think Ederson would have been winded by that. He fell like that, you know, after clashing with Antonio. You know, was that a reference to Rebecca? Yeah. Rebecca 2020. What a comment. I saw that. For some reason, what was I thinking of the other day? It came back into my head that moment in life. What a video that was on the forum channel. What a video that was. Good to see you, Ed. How are you? Hope you're well. Charlie doing a Ric Flair woo. I would do that, but there's people sleeping in the house, so I can't scream. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll do the action, but I won't make the noise, and then that was a Ric Flair woo, but I didn't do the full thing because sleeping. It's gonna clip that. Look. I've come to terms with the fact that clips can and will clip anything I do, and I'm okay with that. Clips has full permission to use any of my videos in any context. Is that a thing I'll regret saying? Probably. But at this point, I will say this. Clips has the permission to use anything I say. Full stop. And I've come to terms with that. I know it's going to happen. It is what it is. I made the same sentences. I don't know what it was. It was just sort of my natural reaction to the events of the game. Sometimes when you do stuff live, you run out of words. At least you do when you're an idiot like me. That was one of those times. That was one of those times. I've come to terms with it, mate. I can't lie to you. I've come to terms with it. It's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm 100% fine with it. You know? Bit disappointed you didn't ask me to be Jesus. I mean, I don't have the hair now, but back in the day, I would have pulled that off. But you know, the standing you've got is fine. Free kick to Manchester City, quite far out. Boothammer. Johnson's having a bit of a stinker early on. He's not. Well, I'm not going to say he's having the best game of his life. One or two misplaced part. He's not quite there. He's not quite there. But we'll see. I have confidence in him growing into the game. I think defensively he's been there, but his passing has been all over the shop. But Yasir Football says, screw you. Subscribe if you're new around here, Yasir. Make sure to like the video while we're here. We appreciate it. Cheers. I love it. You mentioned clips and it just summons him. He just appears. He just appears out of no. He materializes. You don't even have to say his name 3 times like Beetlejuice. You just say it, and he is here. Ooh, Ooh. More noises that I'm making that I regret, but we'll move on. Too many passing errors. Yeah, we've been struggling in that sense. We have been struggling in that sense. The passing's not been as slick as we would need it to be. Not even slick. I'm not even saying slick. I think just in a case of, again, we're not going to have the ball often, so we can't be the ones forcing just poor passing. 100%. 100% says City force errors with that instant pressing. Yeah, that's what we're succumbing to very, very, very significantly here. We are succumbing to that. They're pressing even a little bit, and like the passing has been a bit wild. Johnson, I've noticed, is misplaced a couple of passes. Souček hasn't had 100% passing accuracy by any stretch of imagination. It's difficult. It is difficult. They are unbelievably good, Manchester City. We need to keep telling ourselves this as we watch this game. Manchester City are the best team in Europe right now, form-wise. They've won their last 19 games in a row. They haven't lost in something like 25, 26. It is a case of we need to remember that. I think this is it. Our defense, though, has been lovely. We're holding out. We're holding out strongly. They aren't getting the space and the joy that perhaps they want to 23 minutes, 24 minutes in. We're at the stage here where we just need to make the most of those opportunities, and we have the people to do it. But you can tell, look, almost every single player is back right now. Antonio, he's staying in and around the halfway line, but outside of that, every single one is back. Every single one of them. And we're doing fine defensively. We are doing fine defensively. We're reducing them pretty well. It's just going forward, we've got a problem. Antonio on the ball here. This is the opposite kind of opportunity. He's wasted time here. Mikel Antonio, he wasted time. There was an opportunity where he could have gone for it and he just didn't. He didn't open up the back burners, as it were, and we couldn't get in. It's that sort of thing we need to get involved with. I honestly forgot Darren Randolph was starting until the camera just zoomed in on him. I honestly forgot. Elvin says 7-0 to City. Fair enough, if that's the scoreline. I think you'll be wrong. I don't think it will be 7. But fair enough. Good to see you. Hope you subscribe and like the video while you're here. Subscribe and like the video while you're here. Again, Manchester City, this is what we're seeing a lot of, right? Us sitting deep, you have maybe 9 of our players in the box, potentially more, and Manchester City trying to pass it around that area, looking for the opportunity. Antonio, it was a good idea. The pass just didn't have the pace on it to find Ben Johnson. Again, another good counter-attacking opportunity gone awry. And at this point, we need to figure this out. When we have possession of the ball in a situation like this, City aren't particularly pressing us. They're sort of just letting us pass around in defense and just giving us something to think about. We need to figure out how to break that down. And do you know what? If it is a long punt towards Antonio, so be it. Just pump it long to him. Just boot it along to him. That's okay. Defensively, I think we're doing quite well here. Opening 25, 26 minutes, I'm happy with us defensively. I think we've got that side of our game locked down, The problem is how we can counterattack off that. And we're not bad at counterattacking football, but today we haven't quite managed to fully get that train going yet. A couple of misplaced passes here and there. It is what it is. But defensively, I think we're going well. Half the game is down. Early in, right? We're only 26 minutes into this game. We can grow from that. We can evolve from that. But at this point, it's just not the case. We'll see. Lingard really found really well there by Souček. Johnson's there. He's sort of not really good. Lingard was looking for something. Didn't really have much. Johnson looking to try and put it back on. He looked to try and put it in on his left foot there. Was obviously his weaker foot. Stopped for a second, then tried to pass it inwards on his right, and it was straight into the path of City. He's having a poor game as Ben Johnson. He's having a poor game. But It is what it is. Sometimes these poor games happen. It's about pushing through that. And at halftime, I want to see. Either at halftime now, this is sort of where you want someone like good interception by Declan Rice. It's sort of where you want to see Mark Noble on the pitch, because I feel like he could step in there and just tell him, look, calm down, we'll get it, we'll move on, it'll be okay, sort of thing. But at the same time, I think you got to wait till halftime. We don't have that sort of person on the pitch. We have Declan Rice, he's the captain, of course. We want to see maybe halftime, we get in, David Moyes talks to him, along with Nolan, and that's Fornals was screaming for the ball. He had all the space in the world in the middle of the pitch, and the ball over the top was just wild, and he just floated over his head straight into a City player. You could just see, like, why not past him? Getting at halftime, Moyes speak to him and just go, calm down, you've got this. We see how it goes. Michael Oliver, he's gonna give Johnson a yellow card, right? That's it. I think now Johnson should be subbed off. I think Johnson should be subbed off. It was Mahrez got the right side of him. Johnson just stepped the wrong way, pulls him down. It's easy. Johnson is having a poor game today. But remember, this is City. I feel like Johnson was going to struggle here. He's young. He will learn. Someone have a chat with him, help settle him. This is what I'm saying. I think it's time. It's time to move up on that. This is Fredericks on the bench. He is not, Troy. He is not. He is injured. Can I not have what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for, right? I just wanted to see the bench again, just to read it out for you. It's Trott, Martin, Balbuena, Noble, Lanzini, Benrahma, Bowen, Odebeku. So, yeah. De Bruyne with the corner in. Over everyone. Manchester City lofted back to the ball. What a pass that was, by the way, to De Bruyne. Disgusting. You get De Bruyne with his weak foot, puts it in. Header! It's 1-0 Manchester City. It's Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz with the goal. Centre-back stayed forward from the corner. Ends up getting a goal from a lovely lofted pass from Kevin De Bruyne on his weak foot. Just puts it directly into the path of Diaz, who can just attack it. It's 1-0 Manchester City. It's a shame, but it is what it is. 1-0. We move. The game's it's far from over, but you wouldn't say you weren't expecting it. You wouldn't say you weren't expecting it. The ball back to Kevin De Bruyne on the right hand side was absolutely brilliant, by the way. And then with his weak foot, he puts it into Ruben Diaz's path absolutely perfectly. The defense, I don't even know if they know he's there. He comes in behind Diop and Dawson. Kufal doesn't have him. John Stones was the other one who was in there. And it's straight past Randolph. It's in. It's 1-0 to Manchester City. It's 1-0 to Manchester City. It is what it is. Let's do this. Change that to that. This is the thing I was trying to say. Like, defensively, we've been good. And I don't necessarily think it's not a situation where, look, if Manchester City can find the space once, they can find the space many times. This won't change shot from range. This won't change the game plan. This will not change the game plan for West Ham United. They're still going to continue to play the way they were. I doubt we're going to stretch us at all. Again, this is the most informed team in Europe right now. 19 games in a row they have won. It's a shame that that's the way we concede. You would suspect in those sort of situations we would probably have it, but I don't think either of the centre-backs knew Ruben Diaz was there. He seemed to come in behind. They were concentrating on John Stones. And City's risk pays off. Pablo Fornals through the middle, can't quite get there. City's risk of leading their centre-backs up from after the corner paid off. I'm surprised they did, but they did. And it worked out. Fernandinho can't quite get there. Pablo Fornals almost managed to. Edison does well to come and just snuff out any opportunity, and he makes sure not to touch the ball as well. That's good goalkeeping. They haven't really threatened. I mean, they've threatened to threaten, if you know what I mean. They've sort of been in and around the area. There's been opportunities for them to do stuff, but it was a case of not quite doing anything. Through again, Randolph kills it. They threatened to threaten, but they haven't actually threatened. You know, they've been passing it around. They've been getting into decent enough positions, but the final pass and final movement wasn't quite there. I say it's disappointing, and that's the way we concede, because usually we deal with that sort of stuff quite well. But realistically, that is probably the way it was going to be when they're not passing it around quite easily. It's 1-0. The question you need to ask yourself is, do you think we can score more than one? Because I think we've got one in us. I do think we have one in us. But playing this style against this team, do we think we have more than one in us? I don't know. So at that point, you say, okay. At that point, you say, okay, do we? I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Beach says we're scoring 3, and I back Beach. We're scoring 3. It's 3-1 West Ham. Let's go. I will back Peach on this. I'll back Peach's confidence. This is City, probably the best team in the world, says Migsy. I'm not blaming any of our players. Yeah, I mean, you can pull out individual errors, but at the same time, I think it's a team. It's a team situation. Individual errors can be your downfall when you face a team as good as Manchester City. But I 100% see what you're saying. You have to remember we were outclassed by the City team. We played okay, but their goal came from their class. Yeah, to an extent, Steve. To an extent. I think it was just a case of we felt a little bit safe because the ball dropped off, so everyone pushed up slightly. And again, I'm shocked they let their centre-back stay that far forward for that long after the corner. But the two people battling for that header in City-wise were John Stones and Ruben Diaz. And Kevin De Bruyne with the vision of an eagle, with his weak foot, he really has a weak foot. Just pings it perfectly. Or is it his weak foot? Is he left foot or right foot? I can't remember. He's both foot, let's be real. Just pings it into the path. And it put us on the back foot. We don't like being on the back foot. We like the ball in front of us. We like seeing it in front of us, like seeing a wall of players in front of us. We don't like having to go backwards. And that's what that was. It was a case of they got in behind us. He played the ball over the top. And it was a good goal. It was a good goal. We go back 4 at halftime, take off Johnson, bring in another body into the field, says Adrian. I don't know. I think defensively it's working out right now. I don't think it's a case of hang on, just before I do that. You're not getting lucky this season. You won't even finish top 6. Good one, Karen. Where were we? I think defensively we're doing fine. I don't think it's a problem right now. Look, don't get me wrong. Would I like, again, that squeak just came out of nowhere there in my voice. I don't think that changing that would be useful. Don't get me wrong. I do like the idea of going forward back and just going at them. To use what Rob said on Two Spanners the other day. Meeting them in the center of the ring kind of thing. I do like that. I can't lie to you. I do like that. But Riyad Mahrez on the edge of the area, City passing it around Walker. Good block by Ben Johnson there. I don't think it's the... I don't know. I don't think that's the vibe, you know. I don't think that's the vibe. Gaming Hype says, do you think we will get Sima or El Nesri? Isn't it N Nesri? I can never remember if it's LN. No, I don't think we'll get either of those players. I believe we'll get a striker. I don't think it will be either of those players. I don't know who it will be. Before you ask, I'm not the foggiest. But I don't think it will be either of those two. I think Simmer will either stay at Slavia or go to a well, it depends if we get Europe, I guess, but go to a different team. And Nesri, I think the opportunity for us to have got Nesri was in the summer and in January. I think at this point, it's not going to happen. N Nesri says Fo. I thought it was N, but people say L, and then I get confused and I can't remember which one it is. You know. There we go. I'm just moving it. You can see remnants of dinners past. Do I regret? Do you know what? We'll just hang on. There we go. And I'll just sit up. I wanted to relax, but I'll sit up. Was it a Domino's box? It might have been a Domino's box. Who knows? I think En Nesri depends on Sevilla's finances. I think that's fair, but at the same time, I just think he's been in such good form that the time for us to get him has passed. I think there's a time when we can get players. I think that's gone now. Unfortunately, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. More likely Armstrong or Tony. Yeah, Tony. I tell you what, I don't think Tony is going to happen, but I would love Ivan Tony. I really would. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would be big into Ivan Tony. Good afternoon, Adam. How are you? Hope you're well. You come and join us as everyone's going mad about Antonio, so I'm assuming he's about to miss it. You join us as Manchester City are beating West Ham 1-0. An unreal ball from Kevin De Bruyne, a Ruben Diaz header. So good to see you. Good to see you played in 4 hours. Antonio, here it is, hits it wide. He's angry with himself. He is angry with himself. I mean, to be fair to him, that was a difficult one to take, but it is the sort of situation we need to take. Ball played out to the right-hand side. Kufal puts it into Jesse Lingard, who stays on side. I don't really know how. Jesse Lingard, with all the time and space, puts it in. Fornals can't hit it. I don't know why Mikel Antonio tries to take that shot. I can't lie. Not like that. He hits the post. It's unbelievable. It's even closer than I thought it was. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Antonio gets the control. It sort of bounces up and he takes a swing at it. I think he probably had enough time to take an extra touch, although I don't blame him for trying to take it earlier. It hits the post. It's unlucky, but it was close. Those are the sort of opportunities we really, really need to be taking. Really need to be taking. And we won. Is what it was. Is what it is. Socek doing well here. Lingard, Kufal, Lingard. We're keeping the ball well. Lingard hits it with his weak foot, tries to bend it in, nowhere close. Lingard is very trigger happy, which I'm conflicted about. Usually I don't like it, but he is at least got a good shot on him. So it's like, do you really? I don't know. I feel like there's probably a better option there. We're having a good spell here. Good spell of possession. Creating a couple of chances. We've been forced back by the lightest pressing. Our team is very press adverse. The second you even step to it, can you even come close to one of our players, we pass it backwards. We are a very scared team. Thomas Souček, he's not the best passer of the ball, bless him. He's a great player, an unreal player for West Ham, but he's not the best passer of the ball. They're getting very scared. Are you keeping the ball well, letting City have the ball? What does possession matter? You know what I mean? The possession stats aren't as wild as you think they would be, is what I would say. Kufal was doing well, getting the ball forward. We've got time and space here. We need to create something from this. We need to craft something from this. Kufal, Lingard tried to just a little dinky do behind back for Kufal. Couldn't quite find him. Torres on what? Ooh, that didn't look nice. Kufal and Torres just coming together there, shoulder to shoulder. Torres goes down, not under the tackle, but just in a weird way. That looks like he rolls his ankle, and it doesn't. He doesn't look comfortable, but we'll see. Yeah, to answer your question, Adam, I guess to anyone else who actually wants to hear about football, Manchester City are obviously having the lion's share of possession, and we're looking to counter-attack against them. Our counter-attack hasn't been good enough of yet in this game. We've not been passing to unreal. We've not been doing anything, but over the last 5, especially since the goal happened, we've had 1 or 2 opportunities where we've got into decent positions. We just haven't taken it yet. You know, Antonio had the snapshot. Lingard probably shot a bit too early. We had the Antonio header, which went up with Edison. A couple of little opportunities here and there. So there's lights. There's lights, but there's not, nothing yet. Fornals is a good opportunity. Kufal down the right hand side, pulls it back across. In Antonio, goal. There's no flag. It will go to VAR, I suspect, but there is no flag yet. Goal. Mikel Antonio has scored. It's 1-1. Right as I said that, it is 1-1. I have to flipping make these graphics. I need to see that again. Did Mikel Antonio get it? Right, so throw into Manchester City. Poor. Given away way too easily. Ben Johnson into Jesse Lingard, who plays it across quickly for Nows. Out to Kufal on the right-hand side. Charges into the area in a great position. Pulls it back. Lingard passes it. Antonio's a mile on side, bro. He's a mile on side. Come on. 1-1. The game is not lost. I don't know if it was going in or not from Jesse Lingard. I can't tell, but it doesn't make a difference because flipping Mikel Antonio has passed the ball into the net. Slotted it. Opened up. Easy knock. It's Manchester City 1. It's West Ham United 1. Yeah. What was that noise? Don't know. Yeah. Okay, right. I regret doing that. There we go. Flipping it. Here we go. 1-1. Perfect time to get it right before half time. Right before half time, you know, when they be struggling. It's going to change. It's going to change Pep's halftime team talk. Let's put it in like that. Let's just say it's like that, you know. But a Mikel Antonio goal gets it back. It's 1-1. And again, I'm saying this. I think defensively we've been pretty good in this game. I know there's Declan Rice. What a tackle, by the way. Antonio back to Lingard. A little miscommunication between the two of them. Antonio, just bless him, just started running. Antonio just started running in a straight line. Was not even looking where Jesse Lingard was. Jesse Lingard plays the ball in the opposite direction, and he's already moaning before Antonio turns around and goes, "Oh, the ball's over there." Bless his cotton socks. But it's 1-1. It's 1-1. Sue fouled really well there, by the way, in the goal. He got forward he just got forward, put himself into the right position, got into the area, pulled the ball back. And again, I like it when we're pulling the ball back across the goal. Jesse Lingard battling there with John Stones, almost managed to get the ball. I like Jesse Lingard, man. He's good. Yeah. I like it when we can get to the line and put it back across. I really do like that. I think we're a lot better at that, and we don't do it. We don't do it enough for me, and we've created a goal from it there. Kufal got into a good space, pulls it back to Jesse Lingard along the floor, who just tries to slot it home. At the same time, Antonio does slot home. The cameraman running onto the pitch. It's half time. We're bloody massive. We are bloody massive. It's Manchester City 1. It's West Ham United 1 at half time. I'll tell you what. I'm not complaining. So, how are we all feeling at half time? Happy with that. Hope Johnson calms a bit. Better second half. They didn't change anyone. Fair, Pocky. Fair. I think that's a fair. Ben Johnson struggled today. He's not had his best game by any stretch of the imagination. He's not been fit and firing on all cylinders. But I think defensively he's been all right. It's just his passing has been a bit all over the shop, and the yellow card is a problem. The yellow card is a problem. We may have to figure out what to do with on a later time. Solid at back, dangerous going forward. What's not to like, says David Darcy. Yes, fair. I think we've not been, and I don't think we've been at our best going forward. So the fact we have a level to step up going forward is hype for me. That's exciting because I think you're right. I think defensively we are 100% there. We are good. Defensively, we've got that bit on lock. We've got the shape, we've got the people in there. Their goal was great, to be fair to Manchester City, but at the same time, it was a one-off. I feel that going forward, I think we have a level to go up, and that's a positive sign. If we're 1-1 at half time with still a level to step up, I think that's decent. I think that is decent. Go back for Johnson off, Benrahma on. I see that, but I don't think we should change our defensive shape. I think changing our defensive shape would potentially be a problem. I think it would be. I don't want to see us. Defensively, we are dealing with it. Now, we could say we could change the shape to be more attacking, maybe to step forward a bit. But I think at this point, I'm happy with the 5. I'm happy enough with the 5. I do understand the calls for taking. I do understand the calls for taking Johnson off. I don't think he's had his best game going forward, but I think defensively he has been all right. But that yellow card will come into play sooner rather than later, so I suspect he will get subbed off. However, we don't have. It's unlike normal, we don't have 18 defenders on the bench. We only have Fabian Balbuena on the bench. So maybe where is it? I just saw Logan said something. Where are you, Logan? I saw you. Where are you? There you go. Bring on Balbuena if we stay with 3 at the back, or bring on Bowen. See, we could bring on Balbuena and put Cresswell on that left. That is an option. But again, I think defensively we've got it going on. It's just how do we make the most out of our attacks? And I don't want to see either Fornals or Lingard coming off, because I think they've actually both done really well. So if we were to bring on another attacking player, we probably would have to change the formation. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the idea of Cresswell. Here you go. Here's Darren. Cresswell left wing back, Fabian centre back. It is an option. But I also don't think pulling Ben Johnson at this point would be good for Ben Johnson. He's having a rough game. Let's be real about it. We don't have to sit here and pretend like Ben Johnson isn't struggling today. Going forward, he is certainly struggling. Defensively, I think he's done fine, apart from the yellow card, which is a problem. Is pulling a youth player like that good for his confidence? I don't know. Especially when he's in such good form. I don't know. You tell me. Is Kafau even human as Steve Helson? Bro, what? He's so good, isn't he? He just is so good. It's sad we don't have more bench options. Yeah, we've got the options going forward. We've got decent options going forward, but it's the defensive side of the game that we are. It's the defensive side of the game where Johnson struck. We don't have the sorry, not Johnson. My brain's just talking about Johnson. It's the defensive side of the game we don't have the bench options for, which is weird because usually we do. Usually we have tons. Ray, if you're there, I've just seen you pop up, Ray Borum. Check your WhatsApp. Give me a second, but check your WhatsApp. Let's do this. Sod his confidence, says Stephen. I said it was Ray. There you go, Ray. If you want. Sod his confidence. We can't risk him getting a red and us going down to 10. This is the thing. The yellow card is my concern with Johnson. I think he's done well, but he just can't. He's not quite fully. He's not quite fully at that stage. I don't know. It is what it is. Come in to just say Viva Sebastian Haller. Viva Sebastian Haller. Come on. Screw everyone else. Forever and ever. Amen. Hello. How are you?
I'm happy as a pig in shit.
Talk to me. Oh, what are your vibes?
I was quite happy that first half. Yeah, even with as a group stand, Ben Johnson's passing was a bit shocking for the first half, and it seemed to be that like final ball until the goal that's been a bit concerning for us. But like to be in the mix of one Champions League and Man City, we're doing all right, Charlie. We're doing all right.
I feel like defensively we're completely okay. We've got that on lock. When Manchester City are doing their usual Manchester City thing of finding the passing around, like passing it left and right and all this stuff just outside the box, I'm calm. I'm totally calm when that happens. I don't get shook at that at all. The only time they scored is when they were far away and they just happened to play a peng ball over the top, and it just happened. These things happen, It's Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne has the vision of an eagle. He pings it. It's beautiful. The diag was lovely. The header from Ruben Diaz and John Stones. He stayed forward. Jesus Christ, it is what it is. Outside of that, I think defensively we've got our act together. We really do. They're not threatening as much as you would suspect a Manchester City team who have won 19 games on the bounce to threaten. It's just going forward. I think we need to be maybe slightly more clinical. However, said that, we've not exactly not created chances. There's been chances. We're well in this game right now. At halftime, we're incredibly in this game, and that's with us saying Ben Johnson's having a poor game, this, that, and the other. How do you feel about Ben Johnson?
I don't think he's having a poor game. I think some of his passing. Like, if you look at his shape and the way he's getting back in, so I'm just rewatching the play. He's getting into the right positions. It was literally that his passing is slightly off. He's only 20. You've got to give that to him. And that I don't think he's not been that bad of an issue. It's just his slight little passing. He's got a yellow card, so I probably would take him off round, if not half time, 60th minute. Not because of he's done anything wrong. It's more for protecting him. What I am worried about is Jesse Lingard. There's been a few times where he's got frustrated because of the players around him not being on the same wavelength as him. Like just there when they had the break and Antonio run the completely wrong direction. Even I can see where Lingard wanted to put the ball.
Yeah.
So, because he wanted to put it out wide, Antonio would get on it so he can then pace into that middle. And he would have had an open area to score in. So, if I was Moyes, I'd probably take Johnson off in the 60th minute, if not at half time. And it's not, and I would say to him, it's nothing that you've done wrong. It's their protection. You're on a yellow card. They're going to be targeting him in the second half because he is on the yellow card. Because one wrong tackle from a young kid and he's off. So, what do you think?
Well, first of all, thank you, Stevie Helson, for the £2. Thank you very much for lobbing that into the kitty. Charlie, bring the beard back. Maybe. What do you say? Should I bring it back? Should I bring on the big beard, or do you reckon I keep it calm?
So I think you look good when you shaping it up, Charlie. You got a little shape it.
Yeah, there is no shaping. Look at that mess. Look at that mess. There is no shaping whatsoever going on there.
No, that was mine. Look, I'm that.
Oh yeah, but you can see the shape there. I've got no shape going on whatsoever.
Unfortunately, this is a joke only for the patrons. But unlike me or you, Charlie, we haven't got hairdressers like Gonzo.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem, isn't it? It's a problem. I think Ben Johnson's this defensive side of his game has been good.
Yeah,
like the one mistake he really made was the Mahrez thing where he got a yellow for, where he just launched himself in when he was standing up and he didn't really need to, and Mahrez just got the better of him and dribbled past him. It's going to happen. He's 20 years old. He's playing a wing back role, so Mahrez wasn't even in front of him. It was behind him. It's going to happen, but it was just it was clumsy. But the rest of that, I thought defensively, he's been pretty decent. I think he's been more than good enough. There was a comment, I can't remember who did it.
If he'd done that tackle in the 70th minute, I would understand even more because he's trying to protect the defense, and maybe that was in his mind. He's like, I've got to commit a foul because otherwise he's going to be through on the goal against that back line. I think that's what rushed to his head.
Yeah. This comment from Boris B about never swapping your centre backs halfway through the game when they're playing well. I reckon taking Cresswell out of centre back might create a backline to be a bit disjointed. This is the thing. We have 18,000 centre backs and right backs and everything else on the bench. Today we only have Balbuena. So if we're looking to take off Johnson, we're either going to have to change our shape or we're going to have to move Cresswell out as centre back. It's not that. Go on.
Oh, just I think Benrahma or Fornals would just slot into that sort of area quite well. Like
Potentially.
It will give a bit more of attacking threat that way, and I think it will definitely make Manchester think a little bit more. So
that's
that much of an issue.
Fair, but I think we say wing backs, but they are quite like auxiliary fullbacks who just go a little bit further forward than usual. I think it's more wing backs in there basically touching the touchline as opposed to fullbacks who can tuck in a bit more. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I think if Moyes was going to do it, I suspect what he would do would put Cresswell on the left and then bring Balbuena in at centre back, I guess. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not against that, but at the same time, it does concern me a little bit. It does make me a little bit scared.
Yeah. What concerns me a little bit is Randolph. I don't feel this is probably why we're looking for a keeper in the summer. Like, he doesn't feel me confidence. I know you don't have great feelings about him, but I think he could have done a lot better with that save. Like, I don't think he got much of the ball. I don't know if I'm just taking it away from the header of the defender, but I just thought he could have done a lot better with that goal.
Yeah.
Am I being too critical, do you reckon?
I don't know. I think going forward,
Chat, what do you reckon? Am I being too harsh on him?
Chat, that's a good point. Chat, what are you feeling? How is Ray being too critical? While the chat answer, I'll ask you this, Ray.
Go on.
Sub bingo. What time?
I said half time.
And for who? I know you said half time. Are you still sticking by that?
Do you know what I am? Because I reckon Moyes might bring on. He might take off Ben Johnson just to protect him. I would.
He is on a yellow. He is on a yellow.
Yeah. I think Ben Johnson is playing really well, and he might turn around and say, "No, I'll wait until if it's not a half time. I will say the 62 minute and 30 seconds.
The 62 minute.
Yeah. Or I've got a cheeky bet on as well, Charlie.
Oh, go on.
Right, so
Concerning, but carry on.
West Ham to win. Fernandinho to get a card, and 4 corners in the second half.
I think 2 of those things are likely.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon is not likely?
The cards. We're battering them. Let's go. 5-1. It's bold. Look, if it happens, I think 2 of those things are likely. If West Ham can pull off a win, then you're in the money. You're in the money.
Might cash out early if we go up.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
Cash out.
Go. I think the consensus in the chat was you're maybe potentially a bit harsh. Point blank range, you're being a bit harsh. I just think when we get into, I don't know. I think it's just one of those situations. It was very close. I think he probably could have done better with it, but I don't blame him too much for it. I just look at it and go, it is what it is. It was. We move, sort of thing. What can you do? What can you do?
Right, second half started. I'm going.
All right, enjoy yourself, Ray. Thank you for joining us. And
what time are we doing the thing tomorrow? Spanners.
I haven't.
Come on, guys.
I haven't planned it. If you want to appear on 2 Spanners, 1 Hammer and you're a patron, let me know in the live chat on Twitter. We'll figure it out. There may or may not be a space for tomorrow. We'll figure it out and I'll let you know, Ray. If you want to appear, mention it now and we'll figure it out. Thank you very much, Ray, for coming. And I will see you tomorrow at some point.
Maybe.
maybe. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. If you're leaving for the second half, then subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video, I appreciate it. We'll be live for until full time, in which Gio and Gonzo will be back to do their live review. I'll spam the link in the chat so you don't have to do anything. Make it as easy as humanly possible for you. Thank you very much. Shout out to Ray Borum for coming on. Thank you, Ray. It is what it is. It is what it is. There we go. So no changes at halftime. No changes at halftime, as I could see, for either side. I can't lie, though. I can't lie. I'm sort of okay with that. The Johnson is the only one that I'm concerned about, and it's because of the yellow card more than anything else. It's because the yellow card and anything else. He's not exactly been horrendous or anything. I just think his passing's not been great, but I would still trust him. Ball comes in, Randolph leaves it. It's just that. Kof. I'm just going to call you the Bloodless because I never know how to pronounce the first bit of the name. Johnson should have closed down the ball for the goal. Sorry, he's been bad defensively this game and let Bale run past him all day last week. He's too far from the attacking player. I think he's been fine defensively today. I'll say this. I think he's been fine defensively today. Going forward, I don't think he's been too hot. Should he have closed down the cross? Sure, but he coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know? Like Randolph should have saved it. One of the defenders should have stopped it. There's a lot of should-haves in there. And it's one of those situations where I think it's not an individual error. I think there's errors. I think if you want to pick out individual errors, you can pick out several individual errors, and that's kind of the problem with it. I think defensively, he's fine. I think going forward, he's not been great. And his passing has been all over the shop, but it is what it is. Like, I think he's a young player. You need to blood him in. You need to give him a chance to make these mistakes. He's also playing out position at right wing back, but, you know. Let's click this one. Kyrikos, how did you start doing this, Charlie? Do you know Gio and Gonzo? So, if you go back to watch the first video on this channel, it is me, Gio, and Gonzo. When Hammers Chat were very small, I didn't even follow them on Twitter, but Gio put out a tweet saying, we're looking to start doing YouTube stuff. Does anyone want to get involved? And I was writing about West Ham at the time, and I thought, and I've done YouTube stuff in the past, so I was like, okay, I can do that. It's an outlet to get my West Ham thoughts out of my head. And I could just deal with that, you know? So what I ended up doing was I replied to the tweet. I was the only one who replied to the tweet. I didn't even follow them. They just retweeted onto my time. Someone retweeted onto my timeline. And the first video, if you go back, is me, Gio, and Gonzo. The first, there's a Carlton Cole video, but after that, it's me, Gio, and Gonzo. And we just stuck around since, you know? So that's when I met them. That's how I know them. And that's how we've been doing this the entire time. There you go. What a time to be like. The rest is history, as it were. The rest is history. Man United fan here for Lingy. Good to see you, Foot Frenzy. Good to see you. You're welcome. Subscribe. You'll hear a lot of me talking about how good Jesse Lingard is. Darren Randolph currently talking to a medic. Wouldn't mind if he wasn't injured. Lucas Fabianski, of course, went down in training. Someone stood on his elbow apparently in warm up. Or in training, so that's the thing. David Martin's stripping off. This is an insane statement to make, and I appreciate it's the wrong thing to do. I would have preferred to see Trot come on, but we move. Yeah, okay, yeah. Randolph just goes for the goal kick, and his foot just slips slightly. I think he rolls his ankle, and he's having to come off. He's walking. He's sort of. Well, I don't know if he's actually coming off. He's sort of walking back and forth, testing it at the moment. David Martin was stripping off, getting ready to come on. He's off to warm up, I think. David Martin, just in case. We'll see. Fo, that's a lie, and you know it. Lies. You're always welcome on, Fo. Always. Turned over his ankle. Yeah, that's what it looks like, doesn't it? Charlie, do you think you should have some West Ham paraphernalia on the wall behind you, maybe? No. No. I think I get why people like to West Ham up their frame and everything. I fully understand that. If you were doing a sort of a TV show, you have a set that looks like stuff and everything else. I don't think you need to necessarily. It's not my shtick. Also, we have to talk about the fact that I do live with my girlfriend. I don't know if she'd be super into the idea of having West Ham. I also don't have anything West Ham stuff to put on there, to be fair. I've got a West Ham shirt and that's about it. I don't know how super into it she would be. I also don't know how super into it the landlords would be. But hey, maybe it's something there's some vague plans for me in general to have like a screen type thing behind me. A screen type thing behind me to just for certain reasons, and maybe I'll hang some stuff off it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I've never been one to put stuff like that behind me anyway. It's just not my vibe. It's just not my vibe. Giant CW, we need a giant 4 nails poster behind you. I'd back it, Rob. I'd 100% back it. You know, big old flipping just Pablo's face, just but like real close up. Real close up frame photo of me and the wall. Listen, Ray, if you provide it, I'll put it up. You provide it, I'll put it up. Usually my angle's slightly different, but you can see I have a Lifeline Apex Legends ting on the piano for reasons. If you provide me with a framed picture of you, Ray, signed, preferably, I'll put it next to Lifeline. It will be in the background of all my videos. It'll be in the background of all my videos. Do you still have the most appearances on 2 Spanish? I think you do, Wally. I think you do. I can't think of anyone who's got close. Logan is the only person who's close, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many. John Cannot, green screen. Yeah, but green screen is an issue because you need to make it look good. My problem is, John, right? Here's my problem. I am a perfectionist. I know it doesn't look like it, but when it comes to video stuff, I am very much a perfectionist. And so I have to decide when to use stuff. And also, I am using the Hammers Chat stuff. So, for example, if I was to use the green screen, it would have to be on the StreamYard one. And the StreamYard one is, look, you can see it's a little bit, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. You're there and it's not, I come in, it's not perfect. So maybe it's something I'll look into, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The green screen probably won't know. Also, I just don't have a green screen. I have green screen stuff at home, but I don't have green. I'm at my mum's house, but I don't have green screen stuff here. So we'll see. Oh, foul! I wonder why he went down. He just got his foot trod on. Just got his foot trod on by Ruben Diaz. There, I think it was. Not nice. Not nice. Not nice. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by something there. Just getting distracted by something. But we're doing okay here. We're doing okay. I think we're holding our own relatively well against Manchester City right now. I think we're holding our own relatively well. We're defending pretty well. Actually, I think we're defending more than that. I think we've got this locked up as good as you can against Manchester City. They've been restricted with their chances. They can't get their usual passing game going. They can't get their surgical incisions going. And in attacking wise, maybe we've got steps. We still got that a step up to go, a gear up to go. But at the same time, we're not doing that bad. Torres charging forward, tries to get in. Souček just intercepts it easily. And then he dispossesses De Bruyne. Bruv, Souček. Walker went wild with a shot. They shouldn't have gone for it. I think we're doing all right here. I think what I would say is the longer this game goes on, the more defensive, the less we're going to even begin to attack. Which again is understandable, but I do think at this point there is something to be got on here. There is something to be got from here. I honestly genuinely believe that. There is something to be got from here. I don't know why I could got of that. Get Frankenstein involved. Listen, I don't want Adam Frankel anywhere near this thing. He's like, oh, I've got to go and watch it with my friends in the pub. Bruv, I don't want you anywhere near this watch along. He's out here chatting bullshit about it. He's out here chatting crap, yeah, about it. Man's in Las Vegas currently. He's in that. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. It's not set up. And also, I'm not good enough on piano to just start busting out a ting, you know? Can you do the eel song from Mighty Boosh? I could do the eel song, or at least the first bit of it, not the full version. The eels. I could do that a bit. Eels up inside you, finding an entrance where they can. Born for your mind, for your tummy, for your anus. Eels. I could do that. The first bit, but not the you know. Eels up inside you, finding an entrance where I've got it in my head now. Elsie boy, did you dance with her? No, of course you did. We all did. I haven't watched that in a long time. I've got the DVDs at home. Is it on anything like Netflix or anything like that? Because if it is, I might have to go and rewatch Mighty Boosh. I can't lie. What's your favorite song from Mighty Boosh? That's where we're at now. That's where we're at on the stream. Where's your favorite song from Mighty Boosh? Mine is probably. I mean, Eels is just that line from Eels. I don't know what mine would be. I like. What's this episode in series 2 where they go into the desert? There's a banging song in that, I think. Yeah, I can't remember. It's a mashup. Pie and mashup. Yeah, I have this instruction for the piano. Step 1, plug it in. Yeah, I know that bit. Okay, it's the bit, you know. I know it. But, you know, soup song. Soup, my tasty soup, my spiced carrot and coriander, chili chowder, croutons, crunchy friends in liquid broth. I am Gaspecchio, I am miso, fighting in the dojo, miso, oriental friends and another soup. See, I know it. It's a good one. Fornals, close. Fornals, just do something. Fornals with a Zidane turn into Lingard. Oh, mate, I really like Fornals and Lingard together. I can't lie to you. I really like them together. I think they've just got it. I do think they have it. This is a great counter attack, by the way, by Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne down the left hand side, charges into the area, pulls it back across. Ooh. Kevin De Bruyne, City broke with absolute pace there. That's why we're dangerous. That is why we're dangerous. And they had a missed opportunity there. If someone's in the box, that potentially ends up in the net, but it rolls back across. And West Ham have managed to counter-attack up the other side. Lingard looking to do literally anything with the ball. Declan Rice is alongside him, he's not showing for it. Let me put it to you that way. Good pass by Lingard into Fornals. Bro, Lingard and Fornals. I'm telling you, Fornals loses out. It goes out for a friend. I'm telling you, right? Lingard and Fornals is a partnership, bro. It's a partnership. Kamalama down, Kamalama deep down in the ocean blue like a barnacle. Bro, cut away. Nice. Boy, chicken masala. Boy, chicken masala. Oh, toof. Here for it. Isolation. Yo, isolation. That's isolation. Not the isolation one I'm singing is from the desert, the Stranding on the Desert Island one. All the things I'll never see, all the things I'll never be, all there is that's left for me. That's a bang. Do you love me? Are you playing your love games with me? That's what I was trying to think of. I was trying to think of the old Greg song in my head. Because I need your love a lot. Come on now. Moving too fast. This isn't a race. Ooh. Ice flow. Nowhere to go. That's the tundra one I was thinking. Lost in the blinding whiteness of the tundra. Check him out. So, it was a couple of opportunities there. I really like, I can't lie, Fornals and Lanzini together. Oh, Torres tried to bend it in, and about 18,000 West Ham players in the way it felt like. Ben Johnson with a good interception there. Goes out for a throw, but fair play to him. I really like Fornals and Lingard together. They're sort of beginning to. There's some sort of Diop wild. We're sort of starting to see a we're starting to see the shoots of a good partnership. They sort of work on a similar wavelength. Sometimes when I see Fornals do stuff, he works on a slightly different wavelength to everyone else. And I think he's found somewhere here. He's found someone here. He's found someone here who can do stuff with Lingard. That's exciting. Like a fleshy Maraca. See, the one I always go to, I quote it all the time. You're about as edgy as a Satsuma. I say that so often. I say it so often. I literally said it last night. I was playing Quiplash. I was playing Jackbox with some on a stream I do on sometimes video games. I was doing Jackbox stream, and people were going, "You're just not edgy enough, Charlie." I was like, "I'm about as edgy as a Satsuma." It just comes into my head all the time. Again, we're defending well here. That one counter attack down the left when Kevin De Bruyne went flying forward, sure, that was dangerous, but the rest of it's actually not been too bad. And that was a one-off. They don't really counter attack that quickly. I'm surprised they don't, to be honest with you, but. Antonio is trudging right now. He is trudging around. Yeah, Antonio looked gas. Swap for Bowen. I see someone else mention that Antonio's come off. He's shattered. It's a whole thing in it. I don't know. Like, it's a case of he's always like that though. He's going for a sprint now. Let's see what happens. Lingard over the top to him. He controls it badly. Can't quite get there. He's still sprinting okay right now. I don't know. He is trudging though. But then again, I always think he trudges, to be fair. I always think he trudges. Do you know what? I'm just going to live with the disappointment of everyone seeing my dominoes from yesterday. It's just, here's what it is. 62 minutes here. And I honestly think we're in with a shout here. I really genuinely do. If this finished 1-1, I'd be more than happy with it. But B, I think we're in a shout here. I'm happy with the performance today. And that's what I said at the beginning of the game. I said, as long as the performance levels are there, I'm happy. And I'm happy with the performance today. I am happy with the performance today. Charlie, if you keep singing, I will have to unsub. Sorry, Hammers. Sorry, down on that, my friend. I apologize. It's because people were talking about Mighty Boosh songs and they come into my head and it happens. I apologize. Will I do it again? I can't. I honestly can't tell you I won't, but I do apologize. I do apologize. I have a button set up on Twitch, on my Twitch account, where if I'm ever singing too much or doing something, people can just press it and it just says "Stop, Charlie." I feel like I need to integrate that into this somehow because I do have a problem. I do have a problem. He conserves his energy for when it's most needed. I think that's probably a polite way of putting it. I think it's a case of. I don't know. I think his body shape and the way he runs just makes it look like he's constantly shattered. And he probably is constantly shattered, to be fair, but then he just goes for it. And it's a case of whether you want to word it as he's conserving his energy or whether it's just he doesn't know when to stop. Kyle Walker getting caught in there. Or was it Fernandinho? It's Fernandinho. Oh, look at the passing. Mate, bruv, we're basically prime Barcelona. The passing round Fernandinho there. Fornals looking out for Kufau. Can't quite find him. Oh, sorry, it was Lingard who played that. I couldn't quite find him. I really think we've got... I just think as well. It's worth one upside, to be fair. Listen, I would be fine with it. I don't know if GM Gonzo would be. I personally am fine with it, but it is what it is. Offside for Manchester City. 65th minute here. The problem is with making subs at this point for us is it's going to affect something. And I don't know if I want to affect anything right now. I'm sort of so happy with the way we're at that I sort of don't want to... I almost don't want to change anything. Torres coming off for Phil Foden is a ting. An interesting move. I'm not too scared about it, but they're having to do something as where is it? Richie just said there, we forced City to make a sub for them to win the game. Look, the burden is on Manchester City right now. The burden is on Manchester City. We can sit here and we can absorb this. And if it finishes 1-1, that's seen as a victory for West Ham United. It's that free kick just booted it off the pitch. I don't even know who it was, but just booted off the pitch. Look, Manchester City are the ones who have the burden to try and win this game. We don't. 1-1 for us is good. 1-1 for us against the best team in Europe right now, the most informed team. They've won 19 games in a row. They're unbeaten in like 25. A 1-1 draw with Manchester City is good for us. So the burden is on Manchester City to try and change it. And that's kind of what I want to... I look at the bench and there's people I would consider, but bringing on any of them means taking someone off or changing formation. And I don't know if either of those things is something I want to do right now. We're holding out so well against this Manchester City team right now. And when we counterattack, it's not like we don't have anything. We're not doing it as beautifully and as brilliantly as we once have, but it's not like we don't have anything, you know? I'm pretty confident right now. And like I said, even if we did end up losing, the performance has been good enough that I'm happy with it. So what do you do? I don't know. I think there's an argument maybe you take off players to rest them. You know, people bringing up Antonio, for example. That's an option. I think you're looking at maybe taking off a Lingard or someone like that for a Ben Rama or something just to rest them a little bit. But honestly, I'm sort of happy with it. Like I said, the result isn't the important thing. It's the performance for me in this game. And the performance I'm happy with. So we'll see. Corner to Manchester City. I think it came off to foul. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Morris takes the corner, plays it in. Headed away. Lingard. De Bruyne keeps it calm now. Manchester City playing it forward. This is the exact situation we conceded from last time. It was a bit deeper than that, but it was here. Into Stones. It's 2-1 to Manchester City. Manchester City 2-1. Yeah. You would suspect we would be decent at dealing with set pieces. Apparently not, because both of our goals have come from corners and their centre backs staying forward. I mean, overloads are a thing, right? That's the way these things work. But it's 2-1 to Manchester City. Corner came in. It was headed away, but West Ham couldn't quite get it under control. Ball, City recycle possession. De Bruyne lays it in to... I don't know who that is, but I think it's Foden maybe, out to Mahrez, who drives it in, pulls it back to Stones, who's just stood in the middle of the area. And it's not even like he's not got men around him. He does have people around him. He has 3 players specifically around him, but none of them get to him close enough. John Stones, I tell you what, it's a nice finish from John Stones. For a centre-back, that is a decent enough finish. It's 2-1 to Manchester City. You can't be mad about it. You can't be too mad about it, but it is 2-1. It is 2-1. Centre backs being us. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. No one was there. Johnson off. It says Alan Pardew. Says my mentor, Mr. Pardew. So this is the thing, right? So here, probably go for it at the back now. Here's the thing. David Moyes would be happy with a 2-1 loss to Manchester City. He would be. It's only, we're expected to lose this game, and it's only a 1 goal difference from. It's only a -1 goal difference. He'd be happy with a 2-1. I don't think you're going to see him change it to go for it. I think it is there to be got at potentially, but the more we stretch and go for it, the more space we leave him behind for Manchester City to really damage us. I think he keeps it the same. I think he keeps the formation the same. I think if you see any substitutions, the chances are they'll be probably like for like. And I don't know how much I disagree with that. I don't know how much I disagree with that. I don't know. Because it's not like we've not created. Again, it's not like we've not created. The only thing that changes is Manchester City have scored a goal. It's not like we've not done what we need to do to get anything from this game, because we have. It's just a case of. The better team winning. I think the performance has been there. I don't know. I'm talking it round in my head out loud. I'm seeing what I think. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about Johnson here. Johnson's let us down. Johnson needs to come off. Got to get Johnson. Can't get close to a red. Says actually, I mean, that's a fair point. Want Oggy back. 100%. Back for Benny for Johnson. Again, I don't disagree. I think Johnson's passing has been poor. I think defensively he's been fine. I think sometimes he's been really good. Sometimes he's had a mistake in him. He's a young player. That's going to happen. Do I think taking him off though and changing formation is the right thing to do? If it's me, I go for it. If it's me, I step to him. I go, let's see what happens. Let's freaking get involved, you know? Let's step to him, see what we can do. But I don't know. Moyes won't do it, is what I'm trying to say. If it was Fornals and Johnson to blame for the goal, says Rebecca, I think the second here's my opinion on that. I think the second you can blame more than one player for a goal, all of a sudden there's no blame. Not no blame, but all of a sudden it's a situation where if it's an individual error, if it's an individual lack of judgment or whatever, fine. You go, they did it. But if it's a case of the several people, as with that goal, as with City's first goal, I don't think you can. I don't want to sit and go. I don't want to sit and blame anyone for it. You know what I mean? I think it's a case of like the team needs to do better. I don't know. We'll see. Henderson collects the ball after a free kick from Lingard. Big into it. The thing about going for it in this game as well, going attacking wise, is that I feel like there is something to be. I do think there is something to be got out from this game. But if we do it, we have to be aware that if we at least open ourselves up a tiny bit, City will almost certainly punish us for it. City will almost certainly step to us and make us unhappy. And I don't know if that's a smart thing to do. Because it's not like in this formation we haven't created opportunities. And it's not like City are going to go, okay, we're 2-1 up, we can defend now. So I don't know if changing it is going to do anything. I don't know. I'm really conflicted here. Because again, if it's... Do you know what? It's Manchester City. That's what's conflicting me. It's Manchester City. We're looking at the goal again here. Do you know what? I don't think I can't even blame Johnson for the goal there. I mean, Fornals is behind him, but there's 3 players around John Stones who should have stopped him. You could say, yeah, Ben Johnson should maybe do better, but again, it's Riyad Mahrez. It's not like he does. It's not like he's a complete and utter useless. It's not like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very conflicted about it. I can't lie. I'm very, very conflicted about it. People are just, I don't know. Do you know what? All right, here's what it is. Do you know what's conflicting me so much? It's the fact that I sort of agree with David Moyes for once. And my brain is going, no, you can't do that. And part of me is like, yes, I want to go for it. I want to step to it because I think there is something to be got at. But at the same time, I do think if we open ourselves up at all, Manchester City can really, really punish us. And so I'm scared. I am scared of City. They've won 19 games in a row. They're unbeaten in 25. It's a problem. Both of our goals, though, the first one, I think, is just a write-off. You look at it and you say, right, there's a bunch of people, like, it's just a lapse of concentration. It happens. Manchester City left 2 of their centre-backs forward from a corner in an insane manner, and it works out for them, right? The second one, we should have done better with. The second one was the sort of thing I expected to see Manchester City do to us. Carve us open, find the space, just do us in. Fornals tries to find Souček, can't quite find him. I think we still have the opportunity to get a goal here, even if we don't change formation, even if we don't change anything. But part of me thinks, do we start thinking about the next game? Do we take people off to rest and stuff like that? I don't know. What's confusing me here, what's baffling my brain is that I agree with David Moyes, and that is something I don't like. They don't like it. It makes me feel weird. This is kind of my opinion. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's City at the end of the day. Like I said, the performance is all I'm concerned about in this game rather than the result. And I'm happy with the performance so far. GP, afternoon, sir. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Just to circle back on that goal, it was 100% not Johnson's fault. I do agree with that, Kiri. I do agree with that. I don't think that I can't put the blame on Johnson for that. I think Mahrez does well and pulls it back. It's not like a horrendous mistake or anything. You can make the argument he could have done better, but anyone could do better for any goal in that argument, in my opinion. There's 3 players around John Stones, none of whom get remotely close to him, which they're probably not shook because it's John Stones. But you know, we've defended so well. It's a shame to see us just let go. Like Cresswell does really well there, by the way. It's a shame to just see us let that happen. Mahrez trying to come on us right. Gundogan. Mahrez again. City passing it around, but we've got our shape back now. The 5-3-1-1. Defensively. It's a nice Christmas tree formation. You love to see it. Troy, now is the time for us. Now is the time for a sub. Go for it, Moyes. Go for it back. 2-1 or 3-1. It doesn't matter, but an equalizer would be huge. I mean, that's true. I think you're forgetting who you're talking to, but I do think it's true. I think you're forgetting David Moyes and the man, the way he does stuff. But I don't think that's an unfair statement. I don't think that's unfair. But again, we know he's not going to go for it. Gio said this in the build-up, right? He said, Gio and Gonzo, I can't remember who said it, so I'll just give them both credit. One of them said David Moyes would be happy with a 2-0 loss. And I think that is the case. Right? I think a 2-0 loss is acceptable. I think... I don't know. I feel weird because I agree with David Moyes, and it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me. Doesn't feel right with me. Peach with the R. Come on, Peach. Yes. I think it's Paul coming back. I think Peach might be Peach. If you hear this, type the word Subway into the chat. Because I want to know if Peach is watching the show from the beginning, and so he's like 20 minutes, half an hour behind us, or whether he's watching it live. So, Peach, if you see this, type the word Subway. I want to know. Just talk about it again, because I want to bring it up again. Fornals and Lingard are really showing signs of promise for me. Ben Johnson with a cheeky turn. You'll have to see it. Diop with a mildly suicidal pass. Look at us just passing it around as if Manchester City are nothing to be scared of. Lingard and Fornals for me have shown some really good signs of linking up today, on a slightly different wavelength. Like a wavelength together that's slightly different from, say, Antonio with the misplaced pass and whatnot. I really like those two together. Whatever we end up doing going forward, I think those two are a definite option. We've got so many nice little connections in our team now. I really, really want to see. Them together. You got him and Rice. You got Rice and Suchek. Ben Rama looks like he's about to come on. He's having a conversation, as is Jared Bowen. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was for Lingard and Fornals. I can't lie to you. It would not surprise me. Antonio is also an option for coming off. Guess who? Johnson and Antonio. I feel coming on. I feel like it wouldn't surprise me if it was for Fornals and Lingard to save them. But at the same time, Antonio is an interesting shout. My guess would be, I think the thing is with Johnson is because he's on a yellow and we don't have Masuaku. If he gets a red, then we do have to change formation the next game. So again, it wouldn't surprise me if Johnson came off either. Randolph just flaps at it. We do not deal with it well. Lingard has to stay on, says Lewis Booty. I mean, I don't disagree. I want to see him stay on, but it wouldn't surprise me if we were looking at it and going, right, let's rest players for Leeds. You know, I don't want to see Lingard. I think, you know, I don't want to see Lingard come off. I don't want to see Fornals come off. I don't want to see, I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me is what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying, you know? It's a good opportunity for Manchester City here. They're getting forward, not in numbers, but they're getting forward. Diop just going to plays waved on. Him and Diop had a bit of a clash, but it's fine. Manchester City slow down. See, this is the thing with Manchester City, I think. They're so used to being able to take their time and pass the ball around and really try and find those gaps that they don't counterattack with enough pace most of the time against us, which is really when it's a problem. If they proper step to us, if they proper went for it and like try to hit us fast on a break, I think they would pull us apart. Good opportunity. Dawson gets it away. I think that would really be a problem for us, but they don't do it. They get into a decent position and then they sort of slow down a little bit, knowing that most of the time they can break teams down. I think with us is a slightly different case, and I don't think they can break us down as strongly as I don't think they can break us down as consistently as strongly as they would other people. 84th minute looks like is when the substitution's about to happen. I don't know. People are... All right, so the 84th minute. If you had 84 minutes in sub bingo, congratulations. Mikel Antonio comes off for Jared Bowen. That makes sense. It's a resting maneuver for Leeds. I don't know how much of a difference 7 minutes is to a player's vibe, but there we go. And the second one is Ben Johnson coming off for Said Benrahma. Okay, how do we feel about those two substitutions? Johnson and Antonio off for Bowen and Benrahma. How do we feel? James Conner. I don't know why I've taken Antonio off though, as much as I slugs him off. He's the only one who can hold the ball up. True. Also, what I would say is this, James. My brain goes, oh, maybe he's resting him for Leeds, but I don't know how much 6 minutes of rest is going to benefit you, you know? I mean, like, if he plays 6 minutes extra, is that really going to affect his game so much against Leeds than it would be if he played, like, if you're going to rest him, surely you rest him with 20 minutes to go, half an hour to go, not 6 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. Sports science people in the chat, let me know. Let me know, because I'm not sure. We're on a counter-attack here. Bryce is sort of ran... Okay, right. We're no longer on the counter-attack. Forget that. The counter-attack is over, everyone. There was a mild counter attack on, and then Declan Rice ran straight downwards, and then the ball went backwards. So the counter attack is no longer on. We're now just in possession. Benrahma getting involved with cheeky passing triangles with Souček. Benrahma's showing for it well here. Back to Lingard. That's nice. Lingard going forward down the left-hand side, taken down by Fernandinho. It's a free kick in an okay position. Annoying because we're sort of building something a little bit there. Well, a little bit there, but, you know. Artur says, I'm really upset for Moyes. It's too late to change the game, especially Johnson. He shouldn't have played this game at all. 2-1 is still a good result. Save Antonio's hamstrings. Every minute helps. Fair. Johnson off Benrahma on. No. Free kick. Cresswell plays it into a good position. Headed away. I think that the positive thing to say here, actually, someone's just said it down here. Where is it? Tebow, it's not over yet. I sort of agree with you, T. I can't lie. Like, I'm looking at it, right? And I think realistically, it's not over. It's not over for either teams. Either teams could score. I can't lie to you. Either teams could put the ball in there. It could be us, or it could just as easily be Manchester City. But it isn't entirely over yet. We still have an opportunity here. And I'm still not convinced that we don't have a goal in us. But the time is obviously of the essence. If I was to put money on it, I would say it would end 2-1. Manchester City time wasting beautifully. If I was to put money on it, I would say it will end 2-1. But I don't think we're not down and out in this game. Cresswell playing it down to Benrahma. Can't quite get there ahead of John Stones, who does very well there, to be fair. I don't think we're down and out in this game by any stretch. Rodri is coming on for Manchester City now. I think that was Rodri. I put him in a thumbnail literally this week. I should recognize him. I think it is Rodri. We'll get one more chance, says Duvet Dancer. I'm really upset from Moyes. It's too late to change the game. Yeah. I think there's at least one more chance in this for us. And you're not telling me we might not take that chance. Again, I think it will end 2-1 to Manchester City. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's too late, and I do think it will end 2-1. But I think there will be one more chance for us, and I think there is an opportunity to take that. You get that ball in the box, Souček in there. There's always a danger, you know, from whatever it is. There's options. There is options. We'll see what happens. As Gun comes off for Rodri. Don't know why I rolled the R, but I did. Don't know why I rolled the R, but it did. I find it very weird today that I've agreed with David Moyes. I don't know how I vibe about it, but there we go. We're here. We are here. I do like, as much as I hate waking up for the 12 o'clock kickoffs because I don't go to sleep until like 5 or 6 in the morning. So waking up at 12 is an actual problem. As much as I hate waking up for them, I do like the fact they're over with early. I do like the fact they're over with early. You have all of Saturday. Bowen does well there to find Pablo Fornals. Not Pablo Fornals, sorry, it's Jesse Lingard. Played in. We're in the 90th minute now. West Ham are in possession of the ball. They're passing it around. Diop, almost a hospital pass to Rice, but he sort of makes it work with keep possession. I don't think this game is over. I know I keep saying it, but I really don't. Compared to last season, 2-1 is okay. Can't be too mad at losing to this City team. Hate these unnecessary substitutions last 5 minutes. They should ban them all together. They got 3 players for every one position we have. You have differing all afternoon, Charlie. I assume either my voice or my internet. Either way, I agree with you both. Verbally, I think I've been all over the shop today. Not my finest performance by any stretch of the imagination, Alan. And internet-wise, I have contacted my internet service provider, which they have told me nothing is wrong. And I have told them there is something wrong. I'm getting 1/4 of the internet speed I'm paying for. So who knows? Who knows? And sometimes I get even less than that. So problems. City, top 2 team in Europe. Corner, played in for West Ham, headed away. It's 4 minutes of stoppage time left to play. 3.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes to go. Come on. Come on. Foden does well there. Kufal says no. Kufal said get in the bin. Phil Foden. This is why Pep doesn't play you enough, because Kufal has just taken you and he's put you into the bin. Swish. Michael Jordan. Straight through. Nothing but net. All hoop. Easy. Bin him. He got binned. Kufal does the dirty stuff so well. You love to see it. Kufal has learned from the best. He has. Ryan has taught him well. He just guided him through what to do in big game situations. Internet companies always say there's nothing wrong. I used to work for one, and that was at the top of the script. It's so frustrating, Kiri. It's the most frustrating thing in the world. You ring them up and you go, yeah, the internet is crap. Free kick, played in, goes down, free kick to Manchester City. You go, yo, my internet, I don't know why I'm doing that. I have a phone next to me. Yo, the internet, it's really bad. I'm not getting any speed. My upload speed is currently like 0.5 megabytes per second. There's a problem. And they're like, they type on their keyboard. They go, I don't think there's an issue. And you're like, there is, because I wouldn't be ringing you if there wasn't an issue. It's infuriating. For the last 2.5 weeks, we've had for context, we should be getting 20 up, and we've got 0.5 at times. The max we get is 4, and we get 0.5. It's a mess. So everything I do, and the worst thing is my job is doing live streaming stuff. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's a pain. It's a pain. I assume Diop has just missed a chance because I see this and then this. James, what I would say, chill. Chill. It sucks, but chill. As much as I enjoy a good all cap sesh, and you know I do because I'm more than fine with backing it, but chill. I'm looking forward to seeing the opportunity now. I'm looking forward to seeing the opportunity. Currently just passing the ball around. Oh, Fornals and Lingard, man. Played it. Diop. I see that was the opportunity. That was the opportunity, wasn't it? That was definitely the opportunity. Full time. It's full time at the Etihad Stadium. It is Manchester City 2, West Ham United 1. It's a shame, but I don't think it's, at the same time, I don't think it's surprising. You know what I mean? I don't think it's surprising. I'd like to thank you all for joining me, of course. I appreciate it. I appreciate it largely. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. We, of course, do watch-alongs every single West Ham game. We do watch-alongs. The review is in the chat from Gio right there. The review is going live momentarily. I'm just getting the link so I can also spam it for you. Hey, listen. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, thank you for joining me. It's Man City 2. It's West Ham 1. Is it 3? Is it 3 points dropped? Is it 3 points dropped, or is it? How do you feel? I don't know. Let's see how the boys feel. Go across to it. It's the review with Gio and Gonzo live. Make sure to like the video if you're new. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video if you enjoyed it. All that good stuff. Thank you for joining. Thank you to the people who gave super chats as well. More than just incredibly appreciative for that. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you. Just quickly at the end. Thank you very much, Wally World, for the $9.99. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much for putting money in the kitty. Thank you for anyone who put money in. Genuinely appreciate it. Enjoy the review. go have a wild time, see what the boys think, let them know how you feel. And yeah, I will see you. I'll see you for the next game. Leeds, come on, you Irons. See you next time. Bye.